Hi, I'm literally a ghost, and I'm the writer and designer of the tabletop role-playing game system Standalone Complex, which you're about to listen to an actual play of with the crew of On the Shoulders of Giants and special guest Iris J. Up front, I'd like to say that Standalone Complex is based on the Blade Runner role-playing game system by Free League Publishing and isn't an official product associated with them. Standalone Complex is also based on the Ghost in the Shell franchise and uses elements from all of its incarnations to tell detective stories. It is also not an official Ghost in the Shell product. As with the franchises this game draws so much inspiration from, it tends to deal with some fairly heavy stuff. We're all friends and we're here to have fun, but the story that we're going to tell includes graphic violence, suicide references, and discussions of body dysmorphia. We want to have fun with the game, but I think it's important to have this note up front. We, as players, know what to expect. We're excited to bring this to you, and a lot of effort has gone into creating the story and the system that drives it. We want you to be excited to listen along with us as we explore Newport City in the future year of 2025. Anyway, thanks very much for listening, and I really hope you enjoy. So here's a question. Who remembers what happened last time?
Oh, who gets to do
I read
the
my
recap?
notes.
Alice does. I nominate Alice.
I'll do it. Okay, the key in is that we have to know whose mind room are we in and what does it look like? Whose lobby are we in?
Probably in yours or Saoirse's, because I'm not whoever's like more
Well, you
mechanized.
just log in through like a Teams web login.
Yeah.
I'm outside of the
Oh yeah, you had a guy die.
Yeah, I'm outside of the one building for Praveen Singh's I believe it's tech.
You are outside Hanka Robotics.
Yeah, that's
there
right.
it is, Hanka Robotics, thank you. He just dropped out of a window and pushed all over the sidewalk.
He just self-souped.
So
Minister Aragaki was killed at our commencement speech for Section 8. We have until January 3rd to solve this crime, or Section 8 will cease to exist.
Making this a Christmas episode.
It looked like a suicide, but we know better. We've talked to people and gotten information, and we got some drugs. The John Smith Society got dropped a lot, and then we got a brain dance of call sign Guilty, who is our number 10 suspecto, and his team of Black Ops people getting gunned down in the jungle, Vietnam style. And then, yeah, we all kind of went and did stuff. There's a hacker, a person who just died. We got a date, very important date. And yeah, that's it. That's where I remember us stopping, is okay. We were closing in.
So, from anyone else have anything that they want to add to that list of Rhonda?
So some of the things that On got up to, On went and met the widow of Aragaki and found out about his ministership, that he had been a backbencher and then was promoted to take over a broad remit. She couldn't think of any enemies. He served on a number of boards and committees, like the Fishery Commission's review and the John Smith Society free market regulation, thing. Those were actually not the important ones. The most important committee was this vague one called the Future Planning Committee. A man who was very meticulous about taking notes. All of his files were empty on them. So we started chasing down leads on that. We followed the drug lead. Alice, what's your character's name again?
Rika.
Rika and On went to a Russian club to follow the lead on Soviet hardcore. Saoirse did did you do an autopsy or a brain dive? I'm trying to remember, because you're the one who recovered that file.
Both, I think, right?
I did both. The victim had a self-inflicted gunshot wound to head, bruising around arms and chest on corpse. However, we did find a small scorch mark on one of the neural ports, which it looks like it was breached brute forced in a sudden manner. There was a brain case dump at 10 seconds before death. The timestamp goes berserk. The file with biometric data included was played hundreds of times in less than a second. When we viewed the file, we saw a recording of a conflict in what appears to be the Korean peninsula, featuring a small combatant it appears that they were torn apart by enemy fire. We have an ID on one of them, one Ayato Doc Renji. We also have some other names: Toru Hoshino, Jun Hayami, Tatsui Garashi, Daigo Sanzaki. All of these are dead except for Ren Arakita and Junpei Ito. Both of these names were discharged, but not dead. We don't have any information in military databases about these individuals other than their names, so it is highly possible they were part of some sort of covert ops.
Yeah. It seems like this was motivated by revenge for some sort of deniable action.
Yeah.
Also, Byrne, aka Bruno, tried to open a door with a gun, and not in the way you think. Sorry, I was just looking at Iris.
I mean, almost in the way that you think. No, I kind of did some of the back end stuff from that information, and I also found I did some light embezzlement, and I believe I was on my way to meet a guy. I can't remember quite who, but there was a person I was on my way to meet that we had kind of delayed talking to. That was one last loose end or whatever.
Yeah, it was the minister's assistant, I think.
Yeah, it was something. Yeah, but I can also redirect if it turns out Saoirse is going to be attacked by a think tank or something.
Yeah.
I will say you're probably not going to get a huge amount out of the minister's assistant that you don't already know.
Okay.
Okay, maybe I'll just head there. Maybe I'll just.
We also got a gold star for.
I was getting McDonald's. Actually, I remember what I was actually doing. I remember that now.
So yeah, you also have a list of names that Byrne found. That was a list of names that was.
One of them Bill Slow. I have that in my.
One
notes.
of them was Bill Slow. Yep. One of them was Mei Kuronaga.
Yep. Okay,
doctor.
I have that.
One of them is somewhat only known as Barandal, which is Malaysian for thug. One of them is Minister Nagaki, and the other one is Praveen Singh, who suddenly became significantly shorter recently.
I get it.
Oh my god.
I think the doctor lady is the doc from the squad, and I think she'd be a good person to talk to.
I mean, if you remember the first thing that you saw of Doc, Doc declared themselves alive, and then they received a high-powered rifle round to the head, which...
She got better.
Yeah, they're...
People have survived worse than Ghost in the Shell.
Maybe if you've got a cyberization place right there, and even then, you're not going to be the same person.
Fucking Baby Town frolics, getting shot in the head, nothing.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, that sounds good. Oh, somebody should do an intro. I did it last time.
All systems nominal.
You don't know what the weak point of a mech is? The fucking pilot.
Get away from her, you bitch!
His papers say he was a raven.
Protocol 3.
A pattern blue!
Welcome to On the Shoulders of Giants, a giant robot power hour, discussing mechs across media, their stories, and why we love them. I'm Niko, and for a continuation of the very special episodes we've been doing, I am joined by Alice.
I'm missing my daughter's recital for this.
Brian.
Hi, I'm a gamer.
Iris.
I put all of my points into intelligence. I'm not ready for this fieldwork shit.
And our wonderful GM for these sessions, Ghost.
Are there any girls there? Are there any girls there?
We are all asking. And today we are going to be continuing our game of Stand Along Complex, the game that Ghost has hacked for us, and the mission that Ghost has written for us. Is that good enough, Brian?
Yeah? It was probably better than mine. Or I called Ghost the thing that lives in our basement.
I can't believe, I really wish a precious childhood memory had not been taken over by the intro to our podcast, but I just rattled that off anyway.
It's okay. I can't remember what my grandmother's face was, but I can remember like the registry number of the Enterprise. Please don't put that in the episode.
It's going to the front.
So, as you may remember, our dear friend Saoirse Inagaki, played by Iris J, recently embarked on some field work, which, given their eternal position as back office guy in the chair situation, it's quite brave. Part of the reason that it was quite brave is that it was to a place called Hunker Robotics, which is a major robotics provider in the city, and it was to meet with a designer of a memory engram crystal called Praveen Singh. That's the name of the designer, not the memory engram crystal. The memory engram crystal, they don't have names, they're just crystals.
Come on,
one of the
give him a
things
name.
that happened... I don't have a table for that. One of the things that happened is you got out of the vehicle and Praveen took the fast way down to the ground floor to meet you. And in the pit of your stomach, you know that Junpei Ito, one of the people from whatever Black Ops nightmare situation has resulted in this recent spate of killings, is probably in the building in front of you. Now, part of me thinks we should ask you straight away, what is it that you do? But another part of me thinks that it would be more interesting to twist the knife a little bit and make you wait. So, Bruno.
Yeah.
Whereabouts are you, buddy?
Okay, so the crossroads I was at last session was, do I go meet with the minister's assistant, or do I meet up with Saoirse? Because it seemed like we had paired off otherwise. And so I guess if we don't think that the assistant has anything new for us, which that was my suspicion anyway. Like, what would breaking into his office get me that his assistant doesn't know more than breaking into his office would get us? Yeah. You know what I mean? Which I already did. So my question is, do I know that Saoirse went to Honka Robotics?
Do we have location turned on?
Do you have Find My Friend turned on?
I think I would let y'all know that I was doing that.
Okay. Then I guess I'm heading that way.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Rika, you two last seen together. Rika, you broke a dude's back and then dumped him in the trash.
Yeah, that was sick.
It was self-defense. Your counsel.
I'm not a lawyer at the moment.
We have left the scene of the crime.
If
Rika,
you remember, Rika called the cops. You called it in.
Fuck.
Not because of that specific guy, but because of other shit that was happening at the location.
The crypto mining in the basement.
Illegal crypto mining in the basement, if you recall.
Gotta put a stop to
On skittered out the side exit in her stupid little heels so that she could stay mobile. So as far as we know, you're still at that crime scene.
Yeah, I'm debriefing. This has now turned into a full raid on this Russian club that I've become involved in. It'll take me a minute to catch up with On.
Okay, so we need to know where Rika and On are. Is Rika just going to try and do a full...
No, I think it's, hey, Section 1, here's what I found. I have to go do counterterrorism, so I'm going to flash this badge and be like, deuces. And I think as On is getting into her car to leave Rika to deal with this alone, Rika gets in the other door and just sits down and says nothing. And it's just
I think...
Oh, yeah. It's blocks down, and Rika ran to catch up.
I think this makes sense, right? Because On was dressed for the club. So On was in the slinky dress and the heels and everything. And we had to park a couple blocks away because that's where On has a membership to the garage.
I forgot.
After picking her way back in heels and waiting for her car to come out of the vending machine type parking garage thing, I think she's standing there with the ticket and she just gets in the car and she's like, ugh. And then the side door opens and On just looks at her and is like, so you're not staying to oversee the scene, I take it.
Rika pulls out a cigarette and puts it in her mouth, and you realize it's a candy cigarette because it's for cyborgs. And she's just like, Section 1 asked too many questions. Let's get going.
I won't say no to that.
And then she kicks her feet up onto the dashboard.
Yeah.
Rika, can you roll me connections, please?
Ooh.
Time to remember how to roll.
So that is
My connections is a D, so I'll be rolling a D8. Or is that the D6?
A D is a D6, and it's also got your empathy in it, so whatever that is for you.
So C, so I will be rolling a
D8 and a D6.
Wow.
Wow.
Huge moments. You know, high on the D6, low on the D8. Ain't that the way life goes?
I don't have many friends in the Force. People are saying this about me.
You're too busy going to your fucking children's recitals, you freak.
I keep missing them.
Why don't you stay at the office and drink whiskey out of your desk drawer? Like the rest of us.
It's like Toka's. Wait.
Okay, so again, in this system, a 6 and up is 1 success, a 10 and up is 2 successes. You have rolled a 4 and a 3. It's probably fine.
There'll be follow-up paperwork for this one.
Yeah, it's just paperwork. Like, you can handle paperwork. It's not like you murked one of the Russian mafia's guys on their doorstep.
Yeah, nothing's gonna happen with that. Also, I signed On's name on everything, so
Yeah, you did that.
You don't
also
have my
went in and just found it. You found an illegal crypto mining operation.
and Rika cares deeply about the integrity of decentralized currency. We all know this.
Listen, cryptocurrency's bad for you. If you do it wrong, you'll break your back.
Sabas,
That's what we're gonna plead on that.
What door do we want to beat down next? Because that one didn't get us anything.
Well, I either need to go back to my suite or the station to change. She says that she's got, I said last time, she's got like the gold, like cyberpunk finger dips. And I think she's like frustrated, like she's driving and then with like her thumbnail, she's like peeling them off and flicking them on the front of the car. She's just like, ugh.
Oh, foul.
Ew.
She's like trying to quick change, but it's hard when you've done a cyberpunk gold metallic finger dip. Anyway, she's like, I was going to reconvene and review the evidence there. I can leave you to operate under your own recognizance if you have a lead you'd like to pursue.
We haven't gotten these names from Bruno yet, have we?
Yeah, I think you did. We had a briefing. We had like a.
I really want to beat down the
lobby.
door of Bill Slow.
Hey, I think if you
He's
say
not going anywhere fast.
I think if you say this on is like, depending on the distance, I can drop you off and then I'll circle back to the office. I always keep a pressed suit there. Which is just a fact out that I've learned about On.
Can I put in a resource request to access non-classified data in the public security mainframe to get next of kin or last known residence of this dead man? Yeah.
Okay. That's going to cost you 1 promotion point. So that is like one of the promotion points at the bottom of your sheet. Just mark that off. That is the thing that you spend to get like that kind of resource.
Got it. Okay. Marked it. And I've used my 1 promotion point.
Nice.
Do we only have 1? Oh.
Is that
I don't
your
have many.
1 promotion point? Okay. So now, if you do anything that isn't like immediately cop-like, you will have to do a regret test.
Oh.
Okay? That's just like, keep that in mind. You find
Glass
out.
cannon cyborg.
Yeah. You're a hammer in a world full of screws.
World full of screwballs, am I right? With these
Am I right?
goofies in Section 8.
With these goofballs.
It's been so good playing with you guys. Unfortunately, On has crashed her car. Just take that Mazda and put it in the ditch. No, so yeah, depending on the address that Rika is able to pull, I think On will just drop her off.
Rika will offer to drive for the first half because she's not wearing heels.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
You are told that there is a Bill Slow who is a citizen of the American Empire that works for a paper import company.
Oh, this is my shit. Let's go. Okay.
And one of the offices that they're in is a mid-level floor in a skyscraper building in one of the sort of more industrially focused parts of Newport City. It's not got the sort of glitz and glamour of, the high-end mega tech companies. It's not got the sort of
Doesn't have the
financial
sort
backing.
of front sidewalk decoration that Honka Robotics currently has.
Yeah, it doesn't have the sort of like multi-pedal tank that they just keep there as like a demonstration unit, which I'm sure like an expert hacker, that's probably fine. Yeah, you have the address of this paper import company. It's desperately boring, and it doesn't take a huge amount of effort on your part to assume that maybe that desperately boring is being done to keep people from looking too closely.
Rika is shoving her shotgun into a bag that she can ditch near the site, because she's obviously not going to get that inside, but she can't leave that with On, obviously, because On wouldn't know what to do. But I think as she's like doing this and they're getting there, she's like, how'd the American Empire get involved in all of this, boss?
I think you've answered your own question. Any opportunity they see to get involved in a situation, they will seize as long as it's deniable.
This soon after the World War? Don't they have to recover from all those nuclear blasts?
They have a lot more land to sacrifice to nuclear blasts than we do.
Anyway, that's our geopolitics Ghost in the Shell section that you always have to have per episode.
The lights are overhead as we drive through the overpass.
The lights are overhead while On's basically saying some continents are bigger than others.
Yeah.
But in with the weight of such a...
Mr. Kojima, I didn't recognize the game.
Yeah, well, you gotta have that moment where it's like we're doing something totally different and it's very chill. And by the way, Montana is a smoking crater now. Don't worry about
We
it.
just gotta remind you.
All the
No more
people
Cowboys.
of Oregon
It's over.
on my blade or whatever they're doing on Chainsaw Man these days. Anyway.
So one of the things that is worth pointing out is with your badge and like your whole deal, you can just take a gun into a building.
I'm taking the shotgun with me.
Okay.
Alice, I have a very
'Cause, like,
important character
whoa.
question. The bag that you store your gun in sometimes, is this a golf club bag, a gym bag? What are we talking about? How technical of a boy are you in terms of Johnny Mnemonic? Like, how many tube socks are in your bag with your shotgun?
I've always imagined it as a badminton one. I think in last one I established it as a kendo carrying case, but I think now it's just a badminton one. Yeah.
It's
I
a
have to go look up what a badminton bag looks like.
a modular bag. It can be for kendo or for badminton.
I asked the two genders.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Me rolling up with my Hello Kitty AK. Yeah, get dropped off a few blocks off because we do follow OPSEC, but I'll be heading in to check out this totally not front for the American Empire.
I think On will pull up to the curb to let you out and just look over and go, if you need to make any other material requests, or if this situation gets as complex as the previous one, I would say call, but at this point, you should probably just figure it out. And then she's going to pull away.
Rika just pulls out her wallet, looks at the photo of her daughter and says, fucking hate this job.
Yeah.
Damn, that's rough considering it's like your first day.
I know.
Oh,
I
well,
didn't sign up for this body and now I have to work it off. God damn it.
yeah, and with that, I think On is headed back to the office.
Okay.
The on-fist.
As a thing, you can just take your shift off now. So you can
Oh, right, you have to do that.
at the end of shift 3, you have to take a shift off or else you start taking stress.
Yeah,
And,
and I mean, I have married to the job, so I could stay on shift. But also that'll throw me off rhythm with the others. I think it might be good to take mine now. So yeah, I think On's gonna head to the office, catch a power nap, get changed, put her hair up in a severe updo, that kind of thing.
Okay. Are you going to head to your home or are you going to just stay in the office or?
She is going to stay in the office because her home is a hotel room, which is functionally the same.
You got to stay in that hologram room where it can be a tropical beach if you wanted to.
No,
but for On, it's actually just still an office, but it has a bed in it.
Yeah.
The dream.
The world's worst holodeck.
On's office is definitely one of those places that has like a leather chaise lounge, and it's tufted in that stupid leather tufting way, and it's the most uncomfortable looking shit on earth, and she does sleep on it.
Well, to suffer is to grow. That's really what I can take away
That's
from that.
beautiful.
Builds character, keeps you sharp.
Thanks, boss, for taking a nap while we get shredded by a tank.
Yeah. Speaking of suffering, Saoirse and Bruno. I'm going to say that Saoirse is there
Hello.
by herself for a little bit.
Okay.
What I want you to do, Saoirse, for me, real quick, is roll me an insight check, please. And that's you rolling against yourself. So that is empathy plus insight. So that is...
Okay, well, one of those was pretty good.
Yeah, one of those
The
is
other
just
one,
good.
not so much.
So, the only thing... So what that was you rolling to deal with the stress of the thing that you've just seen. So instead of taking 2 stress damage for seeing it, you're only taking 1.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad, but it's not like everything's wrong all the time bad.
Why are you stressed? What happened?
I just saw a dude get pancaked in front of me, and like I see a lot of dead bodies as part of my job. So like it's
Yeah, but
the dead body part is fine. But man, you don't like to see them go from alive to dead. That's really not part of the job
It's
description.
so infrequent
Yeah.
to see just like a red velvet cake dropped off the top of a multi-story car park.
We've got to stop describing this in different ways. Like, we've got to.
People transitioning is beautiful.
From solid into liquid.
God damn.
We are taking this seriously, I promise. Saoirse, sorry. What are you gonna do? You know that Junpei Ito is inside that building. You have the lobby in front of you. There is a hole above you. There is a body in front of you. You are 3 minutes away from having any backup.
Right. And I've already called for that backup, to be clear. Like, that's going to be step 1, obviously, is to be like, hey.
Oh, yeah, step 0
guys.
is panic.
Is
and
that
then,
the
oh my God.
call we get? Hey, guy.
No. It would probably be much more
Don't
serious. The
freak
military
out.
Don't be mad.
side. Okay. I think they know I'm high right now. Also, a guy just died. Okay, I think that probably what I'm going to try to do is to get in, and hacking is my strong suit, so I'm probably going to try to access the security system for the building to see if I can determine anything more
Ooh.
about where Junpei Ito might be located and what he's up to.
Okay, give me a intelligence plus tech roll. You're not even... I'm going to say that this is... one of your modifications is a security analyst kit. So that is something that gives you advantage on tech rolls. Unless you want to spend time and find like a hard point to like get into, I would say that this would give you disadvantage, but like cancels it out. So it is just a flat roll. So you can just like walk in and just like wirelessly find this location. But if you want to spend like a little bit of time to be like, I need you to give me a hard point in the back of the head, you'll get advantage on it. But that might give Junpei a little bit more time to skedaddle.
Yeah, I've got I'm rolling D12s in both intelligence and tech, so I'm probably okay. See how we do.
Okay.
Okay, well I got a 12 on one of them.
Yeah, so that's 2 successes. Like, 1 success is really all you need. So, yeah, you step into the lobby, and I don't know if you do the sort of Professor X hand against the forehead kind of situation, or if you just, like, keep
Probably.
walking in, like, one universe and in the other at the same time.
Yeah, it's probably very low key, so probably I'm not making any sort of moves externally, but you can see if the servos behind my eye, behind my thick bug eye sunglasses are whirring as lenses click into place and new data is being processed. Visual rendering of the building and its contents.
Okay, you get a look at the building and you can see that there's security cameras in every one of the hallways. You can see the floor that is currently suffering from a massive temperature decrease following the central heating getting busted out by a window being removed. And you can see that there is a big fucking dude on that floor. He is wearing an olive drab jacket. He has short cut hair. You know that you found Junpei Ito. You can see the floor that he's on. You can see where he is. You can't necessarily stop him. One of the questions that you probably have is how he got in. And for your second success, I'm just going to say straight away that that you can see that one of the names of people that's been let into the building recently is someone named Hanbei Arakida. And Ren Arakida is one of the people that was on the Black Ops mission. Hanbei Arakida is just here to do, like, Deliveroo drop-off, though.
Ren Arakita was the other one who was discharged, not dead. So either alive and somewhere else, or they took care of him after the military was aware of it and is using his...
Or they're all in cahoots.
Or Hanbei Arakita and Ren Arakita are two different people, and I am misjudging the situation.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah. So, you can see behind the desk, the two secretaries have gotten up and they're sort of speeding out towards the lobby. One of them has their their cell phone in their hand as they call for the police and call for an ambulance. They just kind of dash past you.
Okay. Let's see if I
Junpei
can
is.
track where Junpei is. Does he know? He doesn't know that I'm here, right?
No.
Okay.
He is moving with the quickness to the stairwell, though.
See if there's some way I can trap him up there so that I can get back up here. Is there some way I can access the locks to the building at all?
You can access the locks to the building. Yeah, you can lock the building down.
Could I lock the building down? I'd like to lock the building down, please. Once the reception desk.
Yeah. You lock the building down, and then you realize that you've locked yourself in a building with him.
Yes. Well, right.
He'll be fine.
He's coming down the stairs.
You've contained him.
So, guys, don't freak out. Right. I am going to. My next step is probably going to be to hide.
Yeah.
I'm going to duck behind the pulling my M5 or Sebero M5 standard issue sidearm, probably fumbling with it a little bit because this thing does not see a lot of use.
In the range often? You haven't been forging your certifications for firearms, have you? You're still going to the range and getting certified every year, right?
I'm a busy woman, okay? It's a lot. It's after you do it for a few years, you pretty much you can self-certify and it's really not that big of a deal. I can make a basket when I throw a piece of paper away about 40% of the time, 100% of the time. So it's probably fine.
Bruno, after the call that the building has now been locked down, you step on the gas and drive maybe a little bit harder. And it takes about another minute for you to arrive. At the outside, you can see a small crowd has gathered at the foot of this building around the rather rough-looking remains of someone that has just jumped out of one of the higher floors. You can see Saoirse standing crouched behind the reception desk, and you can tell that the doors are locked.
Okay. Sorry, I'm Googling something real quick.
What's it? Can a tank go through wall?
Like a tank can go wherever it wants.
I'm not going to stop him.
Okay, I guess the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of the crowd. So, does my interceptor have lights and shit?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm going to scream up to the curb and get out and just kind of put both hands up and be like, okay, everyone, this is an ongoing situation. You can be curious, but you have to do it over there. And I just kind of point at the opposite curb, catty corner of the street away. And I just kind of start pushing people away from the situation.
Yeah, and I absolutely are able to just get people moving back away from you.
And then, so I'm locked out too, right?
At the moment.
Okay. I guess the first thing I'm going to do then is just take a quick look at the body. Obviously, it's mostly flat. But is that I don't know if I can like pick up like anything in terms of, was he like for sure pushed? Was there like a struggle, that kind of thing?
You can give me a quick little medical aid check to have a look at that one.
Cool. One of my strong suits. Yeah, let's go.
One of your strong.
That sure is some spilled lasagna.
So, pretty quickly, you can tell that it was the impact that killed him, which is useful because he wasn't like killed and then thrown out.
Yeah.
You can't really make out a huge amount of detail, but you can see that his brain case is still intact.
I got 2 4s, by the way. Then I guess I'm just gonna also radio Saoirse and be like, "Can I come in?" Or can you come out?
Listen. Well, okay, first off, I'm already dating a woman.
I'm
so that's
already
not...
out. Yeah, okay.
No, but seriously, there's a man with a giant gun and he's gonna kill me in here. Yeah, can I open up like one door for Bruno here?
Yeah, you can open up the lobby door. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm opening up the lobby door. I'm going to warn you, we have an active situation going on here. Very armed, very scary, and I can't do this on my own, man. You got to help me out, man.
I think like I'm gonna go inside, but I definitely think at the threshold I'm gonna like kind of freeze and be like, okay, this is not the situation either of us are built for, I don't think. But I think we do have to go inside.
I think we can make it work if we just kind of keep him off balance and just try to incapacitate him without letting him take control of the situation.
We called this in, right? We have like
Yeah.
Can we order our own tank?
Yeah.
You have a Tachikoma at your disposal.
Yeah. We should call that in.
Yes, please.
Yeah. And then I guess I'll just I'm debating whether or not I should hide also or try to like talk to him. Because if he's just gonna shoot somebody, he doesn't throw them out of windows, you know?
That's true. Yeah. I feel like the window thing was trying to very specifically prove a point, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Make him suffer.
Make an example.
I'm gonna. Let's start by hiding. I'm gonna also hide.
Okay. So what I would like is for both of you to give me stealth rolls.
Okay. You're statted that than I expected.
Nice.
Yeah, I did okay.
Okay. Well, it's better than bad, I guess.
Okay, so Brian, you've rolled a 9, and Iris, you rolled a 6. So that is 1 success each. So yeah, you find yourselves kind of opposite corners, but not so opposite that if you do open fire, you'll end up shooting each other. You have positioned yourselves in such a way that it feels like you'll be able to get an ambush. The fire exits out the sides of the building have been locked through the digital security system, and he's basically being funneled in this direction. It takes about a minute before one of the side doors into the lobby just opens. It's perfectly calm, perfectly slow, perfectly reasonable, and in strides Junpei Ito. And he has a motorcycle courier delivery helmet under his right arm. And very, very quickly, both of you can see that there's a lot of augmentations on him. He's not fully cyberized. And this is the first time that you've seen his face. Because every other time there's been digital scrambling stuff that he's been doing to keep himself from being seen. And you can see there is a big, ugly, harsh-looking scar running from the top of his right eye right across the back of his head, like dividing along the top of his head like a sort of hemisphere. And it doesn't look like it was an injury. It looks too... When I say it looks ugly because it looks vicious and like there was some serious shit that happened here. It wasn't done with a knife or something. It was done with scalpels. It was done with medical implements. This is a surgery scar.
It's surgical, yeah, okay.
He strides in and looks to be heading for the lobby door. He has no idea that you're there.
Okay. do we want to have one person distract him and then the other one kind of maybe take out his legs? I don't know if either of us have the strength to.
No, I'm not.
He did just commit a very visible murder, so I would say that this is probably justified use of force against this guy.
Sure. Yeah. The lobby door is locked, right?
Yeah, for now.
Okay.
I locked it.
I know,
after
but
you entered.
obviously he could probably just kind of wrench it open.
Probably not a problem for him. It will present a minor setback, but it will buy us a little bit of time.
I can definitely be a distraction.
I was going to say I could be the distraction since you probably have better shooting than I do.
I do, yeah. Or well, I actually don't know, but I do have a shooting thing.
What's your firearm rating?
My firearms is a C, but I also have a thing that lets me push twice, and I also don't gain stress. Actually, the not getting stress is a different thing. But yeah.
I have a D in firearms, so I shall be the distraction, and you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna post up. I'm gonna try to like skulk around and post up somewhere I can get like a clean like kneecap.
I'm going to pop up from the reception desk. I'm gonna point my Sebero M5 at Ito, and I'm gonna yell that Section 8, hands behind your head, down on the ground slowly. We don't want any trouble.
He stops dead in his tracks and turns and looks at you. Fuck, you look scared.
I would like to repeat that we really, really don't want any trouble.
Give me
Please?
a tech use roll.
Okay. It's a 6.
Did you include your intelligence in that? So you have your 2d12.
Oh, let me roll another d12. And that's a 9.
Okay. So, the two of you look at each other, and you can feel him nudging at your brain. You can feel him nudging at the circuitry that is in your brain. The first thing that goes offline is your hacker suite. That's just gone. It's just switched off. It's going to come back, like, maybe you're going to have to take some downtime to get it back, but it's going to come back eventually.
Shots would be awesome to have right now.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take the shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shot parentheses S.
Okay. Take your shots.
So that is... Oh, I get advantage on my first firearms roll, too. So does that mean I roll 3d8?
Yeah, it means you roll 3 of your big... If you have 2d8, you roll your biggest dice one more time.
Okay. So... And then one more. Damn. Okay. That's one success, though, right? Or no?
Yeah, you can
My
push,
chat's fucked up. I can't see.
You can push to re-roll any number of dice that you like.
Yeah, I'm just going to do all of them. Because it also says I can push twice. Oh, keep the 6. Okay. 2, 1. Okay, that's much better.
So that's
That'll
3
do.
successes. Yeah, that's 3 successes straight away.
Gambling works.
Yeah, gambling does work.
Gambling is sick, actually.
So true, bestie.
Shoshi, the first thing that goes offline is your security suite. That just blips out of existence, and you feel a much more sort of potent grip around your head.
Right. Can I react to this? Can I counter?
Counter hacking.
He rolled very well. He got
Oh, no.
a 12. He got a 9 and an 8. That is 4 points of success, but it's okay.
Ooh.
It's okay. It is midday. It is warm. It is delightful, really. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! You can see from the bottom of your eye line a pair of hands coming from you. You just threw rock, and the woman standing opposite you, Doc, just threw scissors. Ah, come on, Toro. You notice there's a little snarl in the synaptic readouts. Anger? Shame? Frustration? Nothing positive associated with that name. That's interesting. In the first memory bomb that you got given, there was frustration with the codename Guilty, but it wasn't like this, not actual revulsion at hearing the real name. Hey, no real names, Doc, you say. It's a familiar voice. You last heard it shouting Guilty. Come on then, Guilty, she says, putting extra sauce in that final word. It's a stupid fucking codename. So edgy. Pretty confident my little brother read a manga with you in it. Sweetheart like you should be called something nice. I'm sitting in the hatch and you're sitting in the body. You can't talk me out of it. Oh my god. They played a game and he insisted. In a few hours, Doc's going to climb out of the turret second and she's going to have her head ripped open. A feeling of dread builds in your stomach, bile and water mixing. It's bright daylight. You can hear birds chirping in the distance. You have a strange feeling of familiarity with this place. You recognize these people. One of them's named Spectre, one of them's named Longshot, one of them's named Sneak, one of them's named Doc, Captain, and Wire. That's Junpei. You know that Junpei's Wire. You want to reach out to them and find out what's going on. Besides, you say, you can't tell me that I'm the edgy one when we have a guy named Spectre on the team. Spectre looks over and goes, "Crab it, edgelord. See? It's so fucking edgy." You feel Doc poke you in the ribs. Oh my god, can you two just fuck already? You see Junpei with a broad smile on his face. He's teasing and he's carrying a case of lithium-ion batteries in one hand and a barrier collar in the other. See, it's saying shit like that that'll get you in trouble in civilian life. You don't recognize this man, but he seems like he's in charge. You look at him and, for whatever reason, you feel like he will sacrifice anything and everything to keep you safe. Then again, if anyone finds out about this whole operation, we're going to wish we stayed in an organization with a decent HR department. Has anyone seen Sneak and Longshot? You respond, Sneak's already inside the walker. And if I see Sneak, that kind of invalidates the point of him being here, right? Below the tank, you can hear someone call up. Not all of us can aura farm by standing on top of a tank looking all muscle-bound and heroic, beardo. It's Sneak. He's climbing up the side of the walker. He's wearing an odd uniform. It's tighter with more straps and it condenses him somehow. His arms and legs are heavily augmented. Light metal with feet that have been given protective pads to make him able to run silently. Some of us have to stay under a certain tonnage for infiltration work, big guy. You can see Cap rubbing his forehead. Shut up and mount up. Next stop, well, I'm not saying that out loud, but if I hear anyone say aura farming again, I swear to God I'm going to turn this around. Doc moves to climb in. Damn, that's really not very 6'7" of you, says Doc as she climbs down into the walker. You're the last one up. You climb down into the dark, and the hatch closes above you. The memory ends. You are brought back, having only been shown it once.
All of our heads were in our hands.
2 gunshots ring out. Bruno, you shoot Junpei Ito in both of his legs. He collapses to the ground, screaming. You can see him turn and look out at the lobby, out towards the multi-ped tank. Who wants to do something next?
Do you have are you totally overtaken by this, Saoirse, or is it
You're back in reality.
I'm back in reality. I have to blink and shake my head because I just had my entire perception suite switched over to this, and I kind of knew what was happening after a second, but that doesn't make it any less disorienting.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I would probably, if he's down on the ground, I'm going to run over and I'm going to pointing the sidearm and I'm going to be like, you're under arrest for the suspected murder of
Minister Aragaki and Praveen Singh.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Do we have... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Just reading the Miranda rights. Anything you saying
Yeah.
and will be used against you in court of law, you're entitled to a lawyer.
If you do not have a lawyer, you can put one on a credit card because we're in cyberpunk land.
Yes. One will be synthesized for you from a large language model.
Yeah. Do we have those blocky things? Is that something that we get issued?
Dummy barrier?
Yeah. Or handcuffs? What's our situation with that?
You have regular ass handcuffs.
Ooh.
I don't know if those are going to do a lot with this guy.
Well, yeah, it feels perfunctory, but I guess I'll slap him on him.
Put him on him. I can do a brain dive, I guess, although I'm missing my security suite, so is that going to matter?
Give me a quick hand-to-hand combat there, Bruno.
Oh, shit. I forgot about the fact that I didn't shoot his arms. Should I have shot his arms, too?
It feels like shooting someone to kind of make them more able to be arrested. That doesn't feel right to do. It feels like maybe cops shouldn't have all the guns in the world.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have a tank on the way, and I am doing what? Close combat, you said?
Yep.
That's not terrible in either of those, I guess.
Okay.
I'm going to push that too, I think. Okay, that's better.
Okay. Yeah, you move over to him, and you move to kind of slap the cuffs on him. He is lying down on his front, and you can see that while there's a lot of blood on his trousers from where he's just been shot, you can see that there's no holes in his legs. It is healing incredibly fast. You reach to slap the cuffs on him, and he brings his hands up to your wrists, and he grabs a hold of you. Out of the corner of your eye, you can see that the multi-ped tank out the front it's not necessarily coming to full life, but it is kind of standing and starting to jerk left and then right, and it's moving for the lobby entrance. You're pretty confident it's not armed, but if someone did want to make a hole in a building, crashing a tank into it's a pretty good way of going about it.
Okay, we gotta... Okay, physical is not gonna work. We gotta hack this guy, like, right now.
I salute you.
Can I get in there?
Sure, give me a tech use roll.
All right, let's go. Okay. Tech use, that is a D12. Oh, God.
You get another D12 as well for your intelligence, so you're 2 D12, so you got your baseline stat and your skill.
Yeah, you better.
Hey, there we go.
Hell yeah.
Okay. What do you want to do? Do you want to shut down the tank, or do you want to shut down him?
I think shutting down him is going to be the primary concern. I'm going to... Yeah, no, I have the robot finger, the fingers that pop out into more fingers.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep one arm trained on him with the gun, and I'm going to branch out my fingers into a squiggly little mass of twig-like bionic appendages, and I'm going to feel around for the ports in the back of his head until they find purchase in there.
Oh, yeah.
You reach back into the back of his head, and as he feels what you're going for, he just like starts to slam his head into the ground, like behind himself. Sorry. He's desperately trying to do not have this happen. He looks at the pair of you. He snarls. He screams. He spits, and he keeps yelling. They have this coming. They have this coming. They deserve every fucking second of this. They deserve all of... And then he's offline. You have him puppeted. The multi-ped tank stops and lurches.
Okay, let's get this guy into custody. See what we can learn from him. I'm gonna
just change my trousers and...
I did not sign up for this kind of thing. I was here for a delightful appointment.
Oh, you were here for a delightful appointment?
I was here for a chess game between minds. I was here for some like tit for tat cat and mouse shit. I wasn't here to put down a friggin' oversized refrigerator galoot.
Yeah, but we did it.
We did it, and I'm very proud of us. I couldn't have done it without you and that sharp shooting. I would have blown my own hand off. But
yeah, I think we should load him in the Tachikoma. And...
Let's get him in the Tachikoma and get him back to HQ in a secure cell.
Yeah, after about 15 minutes, the Tachikoma arrives. The Californian from base, who was one of the people that was engineering it, climbs out of the hatch at the back, having driven it here, and dismounts, walks over to you guys, and the Tachikoma is still olive drab painted, and it's so disappointing. And it rolls on over and says, "Requesting prisoner transport."
God, I forgot it's like this. Oh.
Can I get my fingers out of the back of this guy's spinal cord now?
Yeah, he immediately kind of comes back to life. The Tachikoma's little arms reach out, and you get the sort of cling film noise as it grabs onto him and just raises him about a foot off the ground. Without any real ability to kind of stand on anything and any real purchase, he's basically just being held there. Little kind of weird web-like ropes form from inside the Tachikoma's fingers, and it just kind of pours around his fairly sort of thick torso, keeping him there and suspended. The Californian looks...
Uppies.
Alice in the chat says uppies. All right.
Getting uppies from a
We have a-
Tachikoma would fix me.
Guys, we've met the Californian for the first time. Can I get a description check real quick? This is our first time meeting.
This is the second time.
Oh, wait. Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he was. We
went to pick up your shotgun.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Sorry, people from the American Empire all look the same to me.
Wow.
Damn.
I hope he's like a black man with a beautiful, obvious tattoo. Like, I hope he's the most unique looking man on earth. Rika, you can't be saying that. Oh.
What are you going to do about the body of Praveen?
Can I get that body back at the base too for
A
autopsy?
big cop with a big pizza paddle.
The pressure washer.
We think violence is really awful, and we take it seriously.
Yeah, can we
Yeah,
get we're very serious and we don't condone violence in any form. Can we get the super duper body scooper out here, please?
You got it, boss.
All right, we all have to take. Oh wait, no. We have to watch Rika beat a guy up or something.
No, we have to
probably.
watch on decompress after work.
You have to watch me squeaking around on my
She's doing
shitty couch.
Is on a honk me or a honk shoe?
On is a I think on is a honk me. I had to think about it. So where are we going next? Because on is taking downtime. I forgot you heal a little bit, and I had 2 damage from, I think, getting smacked around a little bit at some point. So I've recovered 1 of those. So feeling better.
Yeah.
Which I imagine is like on to take her nap, has like her coat over her, and she's still in her cocktail dress because she doesn't want to get her new suit wrinkled. And so she's taking like a literal 20-minute timed power nap, sits bolt upright, like just like a fucking zombie, and then does like a whole routine, gets ready, fixes a face and makeup, puts on a suit that has been hanging in a suit bag in her office, like gets ready and everything. And I think at that point, like, does first aid and stuff. So that's her downtime.
Before we switch over to Rika real quick, Bruno, can you give me an empathy check?
Sure. So just the 1d12 then?
That is your 1d12 and insight as well, please. Sorry, that was an insight check on empathy. I apologize.
Oh, that's okay. Ew.
How do you feel about that death?
So I'm going to say that you take 2 stress damage from what just happened because,
Holy shit.
know, that was quite a lot.
Where do I mark stress?
Underneath health.
Is that resolve?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, it's resolve. Okay.
Stress affects your resolve.
4 resolve myself. I just had that written down manually, but
Imagine having resolve, not me.
Yeah. Good thing you're not going into like a massive firefight or anything. Like, that's not a stressful situation to be in.
Nope.
Yeah, it's exactly the sort of thing we want robots to be really good at dealing with.
I'm glad we've sorted this all out.
Sheet is very strange. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, marked. Sorry.
That's fine. Rika.
So Rika is on a mission. And so as she's walking there, she calls in to Section 8. And I feel like Rika, like, asks for a specific operator out of the generic operator secretary bots. Like, she thinks they have a friendship, I think. And she's like, hey, can I get the Tachikoma dispatched to where I'm at? And then she gets the busy signal back. It's being used for something else. She's like, oh, okay. And then she says, hey, leave a message for On. If she checks in for me, I've gone autistic mode because I'm going in alone. If I don't call back, then, well, it was the slow guy. And then she says goodbye, gives her pleasantries. She checks her watch, and she looks, and she sees that it's like the evening at this point, right?
Yeah,
or what time of day are we at? Yeah.
It is evening,
And she checks, and it's about an hour until her daughter's recital. If she wraps this up in time, she can go and see the performance, you know? So she's like, okay, I'll just go in, ask some simple questions, get some data, and clock out for the day. Like, I'm doing paperwork levels of Section 8 work right now. And then she heads for this building to go and check out this paper import company.
Yeah. You head on in. You don't even have to go past the security guard. There's no one at the front desk. There's just like a little kind of key card door thing. I'm not even going to make you roll. If you just want to break it, you probably can. Like, I know the mods that you have.
So she looks at it and she flips her cyber brain to autistic mode before she heads in. And she just like elbows the door open gently, and you just like hear the spring snap off.
Yeah. And inside you see on the 15th floor there is a company called Liberty Paper.
She does the important thing, which is she puts in 14th floor to go to the floor below it.
Okay. You head on up. There is a chartered accountants on this floor. There is a travel company. Their goal is by 2030 to offer tourist packages to the moon. It's unlikely to happen.
Are there people working here, or does this look like a front company?
The ones on the 14th floor, they look fine. They look like they're actual companies. It is evening, though, so it is mostly empty.
Got it. Rika's going to go over to the stairwell right back by the elevator and go into that and head up to the 15th floor that way. And she's going to, like, peek the door.
Okay. Are you trying to be, like, stealthy and quiet?
Very stealthy. Yeah.
Okay.
Except for breaking open the front door, Rika's tried to be surreptitious up to a point.
Okay. Give me an agility plus stealth roll, then. We're doing high speed, low drag.
That is a C and a B. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I have a cop badge. If I fail, I fail. If they catch me, I'm a cop. Whatever.
Yeah.
This is a peaceful country, I've been told.
Dialogue.
And because you have 2 resolve, rerolling and taking stress is kind of not it.
Nope. Yeah, no.
Okay. You make your way upstairs. You have the corridor. You have, on the left side of the corridor, you have Liberty Paper Company. And then on the right side, you have a holding company that mostly deals in industrial shipping.
This is probably legitimate. At this point, I think she's just walking down the aisle. She's glancing, seeing if there are cameras, like things that you would see in, like, you know, if you were a surreptitious front for any reason, you know, there are telltale signs. She's been a cop long enough.
Okay, yeah, you've been a cop. You've been a cop for a while. You can't see anything that suggests to you that this is a front, which, if this is a front, means it is one that people have put a huge amount of effort into.
Okay. Rika's just gonna go in and see if the door is open, see if there's still somebody there.
You move to open the door and find that it is locked. It is just a simple, brass door handle with a black pad below it that suggests there's some sort of key card situation.
Interesting. Luckily for me, I have a key card right here.
Flexes
It's
arms.
my shoulder.
You've got to stop referring to your body parts as keys.
Hey.
Can you roll me a force roll then in that case? So that is strength plus force. If you have any modifications, which I think you do, that give you advantage to that, then
I can push all of them twice. Blah blah blah. Okay, so
you're gonna push that twice.
So it's a B and an A.
There's a D10 and a D12.
I don't need to push it, I don't think. Pair of 8s to shoulder check this door.
Yeah, you shoulder check the door, and it feels a lot heavier than it should. This is not an ordinary wooden door. There is, directly above it, there's like a power-assisted spring situation that enables people to more easily open and close it. Once you're inside, you can see that there's 2 cubicles that face each other, a large window that looks out over the industrial part of the city, and what looks like a sort of drinks cabinet off to one side, a bunch of filing cabinets, a computer on both the desks. Weirdly, from the outside, this office doesn't look like it takes up the entire floor. Like, this is half of the floor. And with your experience of, hey, that was a fake wall recently, that is something that's immediately useful. You know.
Dark Souls time. You just gotta start punching walls looking for the illusory one.
Hey, we gotta find that secret door. I bet my money, filing cabinets. Rika's immediate intuition is filing cabinets. It's gotta be a secret door.
Yep. You head on over to the filing cabinets, and you start, like, pulling on them. You find that there's 3 of them that have been welded together into a single unit. And as you tug on the doors, trying to kind of pull it away from the wall, you hear a crackle. Please step away from the filing cabinets.
Rika does so, and she looks around and just is like, pulls out badge and holds up to cameras she can't see. Section 8, I've got some questions.
Well, hopefully I'll be able to give you some answers, but I have no idea what you could be asking about today. This is a paper company.
Right, she says as she looks around. She walks over to the drink station and begins making herself a green tea.
You do not find the ingredients for a green tea.
She looks up to the sky and says, "You don't have the shit to make green tea? You're in Japan."
This is Japan. Make tea like
An American company.
We're an American company, and we operate under American values.
And Japanese laws, she says, as she tosses a can of American coffee to the side in disgust and walks back over to the filing cabinets. She puts her hands on her hips and looks at it and says, "Well, open up."
No.
She says,
Damn, they said no.
she says, "I've got a search warrant."
I am a citizen of the American Empire, here visiting under diplomatic circumstances. I import and export paper that is used throughout this country, and as such, I reject the authority that you attempt to claim to be here with. If you do have a search warrant, I'm afraid you're going to have to go and get it securely. This is a panic room. This is not a room that you will be able to get inside unless I say so. It seems weird as fuck that a paper company has a panic room.
It
Paper
really
cuts.
is.
Paper
Rika
cuts.
thinks-
Don't you ever feel really stressed out after you get a paper
Hey.
cut and you just want to go sit in a quiet room?
Rika starts to like walk along the wall, tapping it, and she's trying to size out if there's like any other hollow cavities around this. And she says aloud, "You know, panic rooms gotta recirculate air some way."
Not if you have lungs that do that already.
Rika curses the cyberization that both her body and her enemies have gone through.
Damn, Ghost in the Shell.
She goes back over to where the filing cabinet is, and she like cracks her knuckles, and she's like, "Let's see what this body the Japanese government gave me can do." And she grabs onto the door and starts pulling.
Please don't.
And she keeps pulling.
Please don't. I'm asking nicely.
And she does not stop.
I'm asking nicely for a 3rd time. Please stop pulling at the door.
She gives up as she's not making
Give me a might.
purchase,
If
it
you
seems.
can give me a might roll, you can like really get in there if you really just want to keep going.
Oh, I would love to. I think I want to try.
Go.
I want to do major pulling open spider tank door vibes.
Yeah.
But it's in an office. It's in the fucking place from The Office.
I have force, not might. Is that correct?
Force, yeah. Force is based off might, sorry, yeah.
Okay. That's a B and an A. So a D10 and a D12. I got a 6 and a 9.
Nice.
Nice.
Good. Yeah. You start to pull and you can...
Oh. I was like,
Okay.
should I push? Should I?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
if you
gonna
want
put-
to.
Cheers,
I'm
mate. I was
gonna
about to
push.
start lifting from the bottom.
I'm gonna push. I want to see if I can get a crit on this door. Okay. I
Yeah,
got
you
a
can.
7 and a
That's-
12 on my push.
Yeah, that's 3 whole successes. Well done. Yeah, you start to pull at the door and you hear the requests come through again and again and again. And on the 3rd time, when you can feel the sort of actuators that join your torso to the arms, you can feel them kind of start to stress and strain and like judder almost. It's like a car that's not got quite the acceleration for the gear that it's in. It shakes and you bounce a little bit, but you feel that you're not necessarily moving the door. Around the edge of the wall, you can see that the entire room, the safe room, is just like slowly dragging itself towards you.
You know,
Wow.
unfortunately, I'm not a can opener.
I really must insist that you stop this and leave at once.
realizing what is happening, I think she does stop because, this is not her body to break. And she goes and grabs a chair from one of the cubicles and rolls it over in front of the door. I don't know why she's talking to the cabinets, but she's
Because
like,
you've
"So."
identified that there is a safe room there. Like, it's like, there's also like a whole bunch of filing cabinets. There's the computers. There's...
So she says, okay, so you said you'd answer my questions, right? I guess I don't have to see you to do that.
I said I would try and help, yes.
She says, so are you Bill Slow?
I am.
And did you work for an undercover special operations unit that was gunned down in a forest?
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Weird, because your old comrades have been throwing people out of windows.
My old comrades? What are you talking about?
She's like, look, Bill, we're in the same line of work. You don't have to do this. This isn't under oath. I just need you to point me to the guy that I want to bag.
Wait, that this is one of the funders and not one of the people.
Yeah, this isn't one of the guys who were
This
in the
is part of
show.
the future planning committee. We are in this scene. We are representing Rika's brain cells, and they sort of bounce off each other.
Yeah, we're your thought cabinet, Disco Elysium
Thought
style.
cabinet, what do I ask Bill Slow?
I mean, you can still ask about the operation. He just wasn't on the ground.
She'd say,
Or about
your
the future
friend,
planning committee or whatever.
Your friend Praveen Singh just got chucked out of a X-story window. And I'm betting the reason you're in that panic room is you're worried the same's gonna happen to you.
You hear...
There we go.
From inside the panic room, you can hear little kind of key clacks. You can hear someone tapping and typing in the distance. I have met someone named Praveen Singh twice, but I don't recall any business dealings with him for the paper company, no.
Oh.
And I must say that I don't especially scare very easily.
Oh, really? Then come out and talk to me face to face.
Oh, no. The panic room isn't for difficult situations like this. The panic room is for
what's
when the
for?
fire starts.
The fire?
Yes.
Why would there be a fire?
Why? Anyway, one of the computers at the desks, it seems that the power supply unit on it just kind of like erupts.
Ah.
Yeah?
And I'm in here, and you're out there. Anyway, let's take a quick break there.
Hey guys, Alice here. Thanks for listening to On the Shoulders of Giants. We're really happy you're here, but if you know anybody who might be interested, we'd love if you share our work with them. If you are enjoying what we're doing, maybe send us a message, or what would really help us out is if you leave a review online. Really, a lot of the algorithms will push people down if they don't have reviews, so it really helps if you just go and write something on the internet. Heck, we might even read one on the podcast if it's really nice and makes our hearts go doki doki. So if you could do that, maybe do it, and thanks again for listening. Now, back to the show.
We're back. Rika, one of the computers has just kind of popped, and it's a little bit smoky.
Rika does what Rika can do in this situation, which is put out the fire.
How are you going to do that?
We are in Japan. Fire code dictates that there's a fire extinguisher nearby and accessible.
Okay, yeah.
She looks for the red light that we all know from Japanese anime indicates that there is a fire extinguisher in the wall.
Well, I have never watched a Gundam, and I've never watched an anime, so I will just have to take your words for it.
Okay.
All of this Ghost in the Shell knowledge that I've accrued is entirely based off vibes.
Never watched an anime.
Never watched an episode of anime. Yeah, you grab a hold of a fire extinguisher, you point it at the base of the computer, and you squeeze a jet of electrically neutral foam, shoots out of the nozzle, and sprays over the computer. It looks like the fire's out.
Rika just turns and says, "Is that the best you've got?"
Oh, God.
No, but You're a bit more practical than the rest of the people that you work with.
That's fair.
I think she's not gonna get anything more out of this guy, I feel like. So I think she's like, okay, I'll call this in. And like flips herself off autistic.
Let's not call anything in just yet.
She's like, sure. Why shouldn't I call in backup at this point?
Because you have no probable cause. You're just harassing someone at this point.
She knows she's in the wrong, and she's just like,
are you?
Look.
You just tried to set you on fire.
There was an electrical.
Easily put it out.
There was an electrical fire. It has nothing to do with.
Nothing has ever gone wrong ever.
Now, tell you what, would it help if we just treat this as a do-over?
What do you mean do-over? You just tried to light me on fire.
Yes.
All right, let's do a do-over.
Let's have a face-to-face. How about that?
Sure, sounds good to me.
Okay. You hear a clanking and a clinking, and you can see that all the damage that you've done to this office by like dragging what must have been like a several tons worth of safe room out of its mooring and through plaster, you can see that the front like filing cabinet door detaches and then opens. Inside, you can see that there is a brightly lit safe room with a desperately mundane looking man standing there. He looks to be in his late 50s, grey hair, dark kind of like horn-rimmed glasses, white skin, 5'6", features that look kind of very waspy, but if you were waspy, came to Japan and then discovered that you really like pork tonkatsu. So
he's good, guys.
Yeah, he's put on like a bit of weight, and he seems deeply unassuming, and he holds out his hand for you to shake, and he says, "Hello, I'm Bill Slow."
Rika sets her fire extinguisher down. She's also now has ownership over that. She's taking it with her, and she shakes his hand. She's like, "Rika, Section 8.
Well, Rika, it's truly a pleasure to meet you. How can I help?"
She's like, "Look, we're trying to get to the bottom of a murder, and we think everything that you are tied up in is related to that. And I'm hoping you can point me towards the right direction. Perhaps a mutual enemy, somebody who might want you dead, might want the people you worked with dead. Theoretically, of course."
Rika, was it yes? I want you to give me an empathy plus manipulation.
So empathetic.
It's so cool how we all ended up in the actual opposite situations we were built for. Like, genuinely.
I know. I'm over here rolling a D6 and a D8, sweating with a 3 and 6.
Well, it's more fun when there's a little danger.
He steps out of the safe room and says, "Well,
Got him, boys.
I think that I should say thank you for your diligent work in extinguishing that sudden and unexpected electrical fire. It's
That could have gotten real bad.
Really extremely appreciated by myself and the rest of the employees here at Liberty Paper Company. I think that you are likely in the wrong place, though. I think that this is an office building in a city that has attracted people from all around the world, and we are pleased to be here in this multicultural metropolis. It's a veritable melting pot, not quite the salad bowl that America has become."
Goddamn.
Determining the racist valences of salad.
Nothing quite mixes in the salad, you know? So,
Rika just asked at point blank. She's just like, then why did your name come up if you're not involved?
well, I can only assume that there has been some terminal mismanagement by whatever ridiculous group it is that you say that you're following. It sounds truly dreadful. I know that you mentioned that there had been some killings.
Yeah, you remember the guy that you only ran into twice and not through your paper dealings. Praveen Singh.
Oh, yes, it's
Flattened like a red velvet cake, I heard. They had to use the scooper duper to get him off.
Oh
The
my
common phrase,
god.
flattened like a red velvet cake.
I think I understand how you've reached these conclusions, and it's such a shame because I'm an American. As you can tell by my accent, I'm an American. It sounds like you're dealing with hard power. It sounds like you are, for the first time, having to deal with someone being proactive in a situation that you're in. And war is about hard power, and it's about boots on the ground. And America has understood this since its inception. And as an American, I understand that. I understand that sometimes you need to have things that happen. And you need to have men in places to make those things happen. I'm not the man you want here. And if I was working for something other than a paper company, I would say that there's soft power and hard power. And right now, this is soft conversation. He still has your hand.
What would my boss have me do in this situation?
I don't know. What would your boss? You switch yourself off. You're there by yourself.
Just above table, guys. I know what I want her to do. But would Rika get in trouble, you think, if she bodied this guy and squeezed him?
I probably, but also,
yeah, I mean that would be an international incident. But I'd say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So I mean, who's to say whether it be good or bad?
You miss 100% of the Americans you don't squeeze.
Just as retribution for trying to set the room that she is on fire, I think Rika would want to get him once. And I think she's going to twist his arm with such a speed and ferocity that she tries to flip him over and pin him to the ground as if to, quote unquote, put a gun to the back of his head.
Quote unquote.
Okay. Give me a quick hand-to-hand combat roll. So that is strength plus hand-to-hand.
Guess what, guys? That's the one thing I have 2 A's in. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Gaming time.
Oh, shit!
I don't think I need to push that.
Yeah, no, that's really good. That is 3 successes straight away against a office worker in his late 50s. Yeah, you grab him and turn him around and lay him out in an instant. He is on his front with his right arm in a hammerlock behind him. He is grunting on the floor, kind of pained as you pull his arm up into quite a painful position. He shouts something in English. You're not 100% sure what he said. He sounds kind of upset, though.
Rika puts her fingers in the form of a gun to the back of his head, and she's like, what happens with those men you send out to do the hard labor after you're done with them? Just toss them aside?
Who fucking cares? Who fucking cares what happens with them? That's the same thing that... I really fucking hate that about this country. I really fucking hate that about the people in this country. Japan's never been able to admit that it's been at war for a long time. America's understood that it's been at war its entire fucking life. And you can't accept that. What exactly are you doing? What exactly are you protecting here? What crime are you trying to solve? What are you trying to prove? I heard that you people are trying to solve crimes that there's not names for yet, and that just shows a lack of vision.
Rika just, shoves him in the back to push the air out of him, the reverse solar plexus to just, knock the air out of him, and stands up. And she gets up to leave, and she just looks back, and she just says, look, man, I'm just trying to make this a country my daughter can grow up in, okay? We'll talk again soon. And as she goes out, she pulls the door that she already broke open gently closed, but it's still obviously wrecked, assuming he lets her go.
Yeah, he's perfectly fine with it.
As she's going to the elevator, she cuts off autistic mode and immediately calls her boss.
On is in the middle of applying foundation over her bruising on her face. And she picks up and she's like, so what did you find at the paper company?
She says, hey, you speak English, right?
I think so. Let me check real quick.
It's one of your languages.
Okay. Yes.
What's this mean? And then Rika plays the audio file of what she recorded the guy saying.
It's nothing good.
Just a long beep here.
Rika says, I'm gonna send you a recorded conversation, but I think I might have been barking up the wrong tree. I'm gotta head back home. Check it. My daughter's performance is about to begin. I'll be back next shift. And she passes the data along as she leaves so that you guys can have what she got.
That guy sucked so bad.
I love him. Rika has a new friend in the American government.
I do think there's
American
a moment.
Paper Company.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yep.
There's a moment. I don't think Section 8's assigned office space is nice enough for On to have an office with an ensuite. So she's in the small bathroom that is available to their agency. And she's looking in the mirror as she applies this. And she started playing the conversation. And she's hearing the... Shut the fuck up. Alice typed in the chat an ensuite.
Oh.
I will say,
I got
I
him.
thought it. I didn't say it.
Yeah, well, that's Alice for you.
That's pretty good. That's
Come
pretty
on.
good.
Come on.
So Anna's listening to this conversation and is like, this was probably the weakest link in the Future Planning Commission. This is a paper guy, but he clearly had knowledge of whatever this operation was and had knowledge of his other contacts. Rika just didn't know how to ask the right questions. And she's just standing there thinking about Rika saying, I think I was barking up the wrong tree, boss. And she's like, you didn't even detain him. We could hold him for 48 hours without charges. Presumably, in America, you could do that. Anyway, whatever. Anna's just like, we definitely had enough here to hold him. And like, yeah, he could have sued us. He could have made a nuisance suit. It could have been an international incident if he wanted to make it one. But this seems like the kind of guy who doesn't want to experience discovery in a lawsuit. Like, he doesn't want to have to turn over files. And so Anna's just standing there in the mirror listening to this conversation. And then she closes her powder compact and she takes a deep breath and she says, this is still recoverable. And she goes back out to the office.
Okay. And that brings us to the end of Shift 3.
Yay, end of Shift 3.
Everyone that is not on, if you want to keep working, you're going to take 1 point of stress.
Nope.
Nah, I'm good.
Rika.
I got it.
Okay.
I got a recital to get to.
I am going to take
You're
a
going to
break.
go
That's
hold hands with my wife.
Listen, you talk like that's a relaxing fairyland, but we're interviewing contractors for the new house right now, and let me tell you, it's out of one job and into another right now.
The break room is rancid.
I think that's probably what we see, right? Is like, you know, Rika shows up at the recital maybe like 1 or 2 minutes late, but obviously made it, and like, you know.
She's in the back waving at her daughter.
Bruno.
A teacher asked her if she's supposed to be performing. You know.
Yeah. Bruno doing whatever Bruno's getting up to. Saoirse headed home to like deal with this this very mundane life. Anna's still in the office. Anna's looking at the evidence that we've gathered so far.
Okay. Rika, when you are out and about, it seems that nothing out of the ordinary happens. You just have like a regular, relaxing, like chill evening. You actually managed to make it to the recital on time, which, good job. You are the closest thing to a functional family person in this entire crew.
She sits next to her husband. He squeezes her hand. He's like a little happy too. You know, it's a whole moment. We're normal over here.
Everyone's very normal. Speaking of very normal, Bruno, what's your downtime look like?
I think he probably goes quote unquote home, which is On's house, and changes. He probably hits. He has he's like on like a fling that he feels more strongly about than the other person. I think he probably calls him, and that person doesn't answer, and so I think he just. I think he's like TiVo. I think whatever TiVo in Japan and this like analog is, but I think he's doing like
JNN.
DVR. Like, what would he watch? It's the Food Network. He's watching Chop.
What? Hell yeah.
Okay. Can you roll me an insight roll?
No, can I?
Mm-hmm.
D8, D12. was a 7 and a 3.
Okay. So, you fall asleep while watching the TiVo, and as you drift off, you have a perfectly restful night's sleep right up until it's about 1 in the morning, and you can feel an itching sensation down the middle of your face. The lower left side of your face is cyberized, as we know, and you kind of find yourself kind of itching at your nose and at your lip and at your chin, and you keep itching and you keep going, and you can start to feel like a crust underneath your fingernails, and you keep scratching, and then you start pulling, and just chunks of your face start to come off, and the left side of your face that's been cyberized, it now spreads across the entire thing, and you stand and race over to the mirror, and behind you, in the mirror, but not actually behind you for real, you can see Isaku, your boyfriend, who's standing there with a vial of hydrochloric acid that they have thrown over your face. And then you wake up from this nightmare having healed no stress and taken 1 additional.
Cool.
And that was the random event you rolled. Sorry, dude, you rolled terrifying nightmare.
Oh my god.
Awesome.
Yeah, sorry, dude.
May would I have a terrifying nightmare? Yay.
Yeah, I like to do the sort of super eye patch wolf thing of getting like weird and quiet when something big is happening. If you know you're super eye patch wolf, you go, yeah, no, I get that.
I do.
I got banned from one of his streams for having the username The Quiet Bit in a super eye patch wolf, where I would just like say like a really cryptic weird thing.
Oh god.
He banned me from the shit use. Pretty good.
That's great.
Iris, what are you doing? What's your downtime?
Yes, I am back at the mobile home with my gal, Hinako. We're, common law wife. The papers haven't quite gone through yet due to...
Who could say? Who could say?
But, yeah, so we're currently working on calling different contractors, working out how we're going to get this house put up. It's a very dull process. It's a lot of talking about, okay, so we need to get we got to pour the foundation. We got to make sure we have a good electrical guy nailed down pretty much first thing. Got to make sure that we can have hookups to the main power and plumbing, sustainable materials for this house. Got to make sure that we can not just source those, but also transport
those. As we all know, Japan doesn't really have a DIY culture or anything like that. You're having to order a lot of stuff.
Well, I mean, I would say Hinako is very DIY about this, but I'm the one who has to be like, honey, we can do detailing and lay the floorboards, but I am speaking as a tech professional. You are not allowed to do the electric stuff. You are not allowed to look on future YouTube and say that, oh, I could do this. No, there are people who spend their whole lives doing that. We have to get guys for that. We have to get guys to do. I mean, on just
believes women can do anything. So
this is true, and there are women electricians, but they are electricians first.
Electricians first, women second.
We stand with the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers.
Not like the International Sisterhood of Electrical Workers.
Hell yeah.
It just reminded me of that moment that Niko once shouted, I'm a robot fucker first and a woman second.
Listen, 1,000 electricians must be force femmed.
I have a suggestion.
My new pro-union policy is...
Okay.
But yeah, no, we're doing...
I think it's about 5 a.m. when you get a call. It is from a withheld number. It is the sound of a modem, and it is old school static. It's not having any impact on you. It's just kind of like a hissing, kind of screeching noise. And
recording it. Hello? think you might have the wrong number.
It rolls and hisses, and it plays for about 30 seconds before the caller hangs up. Your common law wife looks over and says, "Who was that?"
A dial or something.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep.
I'm gonna send a copy of that recording. Yeah, a secure file on my work computer. It's 5 a.m. and it is. If there is some sort of international sinister skullduggery going on, it is too early for me to compute.
That is a tomorrow morning problem. Hell yeah.
That's for...
Okay, let's have a talk to the night shift.
Yep.
On. What's going on? Look, it's not as bad as ensuite, all right?
I know. That's my own fault. I chose a very simple, obvious, and commonly used syllable. I think On's obvious move here is to begin interrogation of Junpei Ito. Because we captured him and brought him in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, I think she would, well, she doesn't have a cyber brain, so she doesn't really need to go autistic mode.
But she can.
I think there's a moment when she's standing outside the interrogation room. She's holding the folder that all cops carry into the interrogation room so they can kind of flip it open and show you scary photos. You always got to have one of those printed up. Where she stands there and she's debating for a moment, because I think she would have the information at this point about his skill in hacking. Obviously, we will have brain locks and stuff on him, but... One of the reasons I think that she was kind of headhunted for this force is because she is so low cyberization, but it makes her feel more acutely when those things are under threat. And so I think she weighs her options and she disables her cochlear implant with the language processor for the time being. And then she'll let herself in. It's all clicky high heels on the concrete floor and dragging a chair back and sitting down across from however they've got him restrained.
Something that you will know in advance is that he is very restrained. He doesn't seem to be physically injured, but when he was brought in, there was a considerable amount of blood that had been spilled. You also know that Praveen Singh's body has been brought to Section 8 for autopsy and investigation. It's currently on ice, pending further investigation.
Yeah, On has already generated a task list associated with this and assigned it to Saoirse at probably about the same time. Saoirse got like a weird phone call, but like while Saoirse was resting in bed lovely with the wife, On was assigning tasks on Microsoft Teams.
Oh yeah. I'm looking at the messages on my phone. It's like, oh.
Why are you
tomorrow?
still up?
Tomorrow.
The grind set never sleeps.
Yeah, I'm sleeping in a big bed with your wife.
God.
But yeah, no,
My out of office.
So yeah, On is gonna sit down across from him and I think just study him for a bit. Like obviously he's restrained, but kind of try to gauge, because sometimes you can tell, like when you enter a room, you can get the vibe of like, oh, this witness is gonna be belligerent, this witness is gonna clam up, this witness is gonna, I think she's gonna vibe check.
Yeah, give me an empathy plus insight in that case.
My empathy and my empathy is A and my insight is a D. This woman is insane.
She's good at like manipulating people, but I think she's maybe less good at like am I being fucked with? No. What? No.
Also probably not very good at telling if something's wrong in her marriage. Okay, so this is 1d12. Oh. 1. Okay, I fucking hate Roll20. I'm gonna kill you. Alright, empathy, insight.
Okay, that's a 10, so that's 2 successes. So, yeah, you're able to get a decent read. When you open the door and you see the inside of the room, it is a little 8x10 kind of interrogation room. One chair on the other side of the table. It's a metal table bolted to the ground. The chair is on like rails, so it doesn't really have like a huge amount of like lateral movement potential. There is a camera in the top left, like over your left shoulder, and there's another one on the opposite side of the room, so it's viewable from different angles. There's a small tablet computer that is like recessed into the table so you can record stuff. You can see Junpei sitting on the opposite side of the table from you. He still has that big scar on his head. He seems he's heavy set, but he's not relaxed in his posture. Like, he definitely doesn't want to be there, but he seems more frustrated than upset by this circumstance. He is sitting with his hands on the desk in front of you with a very large set of white metallic ceramic cuffs that cover his hands as like complete sort of mittens almost. And they are bound together in a single band across the front.
On lays her folder down on the table and starts the recording. She says, "This is Mitsutake On, beginning interrogation of suspect Junpei Ito at 4:57 a.m. Because she doesn't sleep. And I think, having done that official business, she then looks him dead in the eye and says, "Firstly, Mr. Ito, I would like to apologize. Not because I am in any way associated with what happened to you, but because I don't think anyone else has or will. I'm sorry for what you've been through."
Were you there?
No, but at this point, I've seen a recording, which will stay with me for a long time.
How many of the recordings have you guys found?
I have seen one, but I believe it's been registered that my team has found two.
Was it the sniper that you found? That one's really nasty. Like, just... The thing about it that I really remember the most is that you could hear him scream before you heard the shot get fired. That's how fast the bullet was traveling.
What were you there to do, Mr. Ito?
Nothing that I can say while you're still recording.
At this juncture, I think it might be useful to you to understand that you are in the custody of Section 8. Now, I'm sure that you've done some research on us, given the targeting of Mr. Aragaki. Our remit is to investigate crimes which are outside the pale, so to speak, of other agencies. And ostensibly, that would be crimes like those you have committed. But having been recruited from the private sector myself, I will say I don't see why that remit can also not encompass the crimes which were done to put you in the situation in which you found yourself. I understand a hesitance to go on the record with any of this information, but I would also like to impress upon you that you're not going on the record with the same organization which you have worked with previously, or which you have been subject to previously. There's an opportunity here for
justice. I want revenge. I'm tired of justice. I'm tired of waiting. Tired of the constant, mealy-mouthed, slow-moving, desperate pretending that the arc of the universe is long and bends towards justice, because it fucking doesn't. It bends towards money. I'm tired of waiting for justice. We waited for justice. We waited for the micro machines to come to a village to unfuck the lakes, to unfuck the fields. It cleans the air because that's what people in this city want. They don't care where the food comes from. People outside the towers here, they need a clean river. They need clean fields. We waited. We waited through environmental disasters. We waited through wars. We waited through bombs. We waited through nightmares. We waited. And then when we were told, go somewhere else, try something different, we did that and we were set up. We weren't dispatched to do what we did by accident. This was a setup. This whole thing was a setup. Aragaki, Berendal, Dr. May, Slow, all of them knew. They knew where we were, and I'd be willing to bet they fucking told them. So when we showed up, we would start getting hunted and killed. I don't know why. I know that they were recording something from Guilty. I have no idea why. I don't want justice. I want revenge. I am owed revenge.
You understand that this puts me in a difficult situation because the
welcome
object...
to the fucking team. We're all in difficult positions.
Of course. This puts me in a difficult situation because I cannot allow you to get revenge. Revenge for you now, and she spreads her hands, encompassing the way he's restrained, is no longer possible. I get the sense that you don't believe that yet. That this is an inconvenience for you, but not a cessation. I need you to understand that in all likelihood, you are not leaving here again except in a body bag. And I don't think that's an unusual circumstance for you, in the sense of the work that you've done previously. But I don't think that you are understanding the threat that is embodied in this machine, in this organization of which I am part, that I am trying, on good grace, and out of respect for the fact that you have suffered unduly in ways that I will never understand, to keep from bearing down on you with full force. What can you tell me about the operation and what Guilty was recording and transmitting? And I'm open to a roll here because she did just make a threat. She tried to good cop, bad cop at the same time. She's like, you're going to die here, but I can at least make it painless.
Give me an empathy plus manipulation.
Okay. All right. That's A and a B. Big money, no whammies.
Whammies.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh. That's a whammy.
Okay, so I got 1-9, but I did get a 1 here. I can push myself to roll that again, right?
Yeah, but you will take 1 stress.
Okay, I'll take stress. Okay. I'm going to take
If
that.
I rolled another 1, you'll take an extra stress. Yep.
Yeah,
Cool.
because I have 6 resolve, so I was kind of built for this.
You're not good in a fight, but you're good in an argument.
Yep. All right, got a 7 that time. So
Yeah. He had already taken 3 stress from when he was with Bruno and Saoirse. So the 2 that you just inflicted there, that is him very almost at the end of his rope. He seems deeply uncomfortable and deeply unhappy. And he just kind of, he tries to slump back, but he can't because of the positioning of the braces that he's wearing. And he says, we knew that we shouldn't have been there. And I think that's the point. There's more recordings. The recording that I put in Praveen that made him jump out the window, that's one of them. There's another recording that I was going to use on Burrendal. There was a recording that I have saved for May. And there was one last recording that I have saved for Bill. I think that the point of us being there is we knew it was wrong. JSDF shouldn't be operating in other countries, but we were. We were given a really simple mission. Across the border, 20 miles, find an outpost, rescue some prisoners, bring them back. Simple. Go grab it. Whole thing was okayed by Aragaki. Whole thing was sponsored by the ECIA. Everything was kosher. Until it turns out there's a platoon of anti-vehicle weapons there. Blows the right leg off the tank. Tank slumps forwards. Doc gets shot. We start to book. We see just the worst stuff. It's a nightmare. And Guilty, he's recording the whole fucking thing. I have no idea why he was recording it. You'd have to ask Bill, or Praveen, or the doctor. I know that Burrendal probably wrote the encryption methodology that meant that data could actually be saved. I think the crystals, the data lattices, I think that they were built wrong. That would explain, well, I tap my head, but, and he tries to move with the cuffs. We had these crystals implanted in the base of the skull through one of the skull ports, and it felt wrong. And over time, the more data that it stored, it felt like the crystal was getting bigger. It was growing in complexity. And have you ever tried to have a skull port jack that was a size too big?
I'm afraid I haven't. I prefer to keep my cybernetic interventions minimal.
It's like it was too big, and it felt like it was growing. And then when Toro became Rina, and everything just kind of collapsed in Toro, it was insane. You could see the crystal that had been put in the base of his skull growing until it separated the bottom of his skull from his vertebrae, and it just killed him. I mean, it had killed him, but he wasn't dead. It took him another couple of months to die, and that's when he became free. That's when he became what he alwaalways wanted. He became Rina.
And what is that?
Do you not know Rina? Fuck, you guys really caught me early, huh? You should go to Kytheria. Go to Kytheria and say hi to Hanbei. I use his ID. Probably shouldn't have done that. He's a good kid. His dad is a little messed up, but if you've really been paying attention, you'll know who his dad is and why he's messed up.
All right. When it comes down to your surviving fellows who are going to carry on this mission in your stead, you have to understand that you being here deprives them of support, which puts them in even more imminent danger than they were previously. And out of character real quick, remind me, there's one other person who's alive?
So there's Ren Arakita, who was Cap, and they've said something weird about Toro becoming Rena.
Okay. I feel like that's probably, I live in cyberspace and I'm free, so I think she'll say, as far as Arakita, who isn't free.
He leans forward. You leave Ren out of this.
I'm afraid I can't.
You leave Ren out of this. He has nothing to do with this.
In what way? Is he not interested in the same revenge or justice?
Do you know what a ghost dubbing machine is? It's the sort of thing that allows you to rewrite parts of people's personalities. You can give someone a wife and kid that they have no idea even exists. You can just fuck up someone's entire thing. And when you find someone that fought and killed and very almost died for you, having all of their memories rewritten, you will reach into that thing that's doing that to them and pull them out, maybe without checking that it's safe to do so first. And you might fuck them up completely. And you might have to live with that guilt for a long fucking time. So you leave Ren out of this. Ren doesn't have a fucking clue what's going on.
Then you know the factor I must concern myself with is Rena.
Yeah. Rena's happy.
Rena isn't seeking the revenge you are.
Oh, no, this was all Rena's idea. But Rena's incredibly smart. Like, you know how smart I am? Rena's the brains of the operation.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just taking my notes here.
Yeah. The note taker.
Okay. So, I mean, the thing that I'm struggling with out of character is that we have one objective, which is to stop these murders. The secondary objective we've unlocked, much in the Aramaki method of I didn't ask for this and yet I must finish the job, is this cabal, the Future Planning Committee. So I'm trying to balance. So, like, Rena is the threat and likely post-physical in the sense of no longer being in their body.
My thought is Rena's still in play.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that Rena is a net entity, or something like that.
I don't think so. I think they might still have a physical form.
Okay. But regardless, I think
thought.
they are the major threat left.
See, I think the cabal is the thing that if we get Rena in and get information, we can press charges in the Aramaki way. I feel like we stop the immediate threat and it helps us solve the bigger crime.
And another major issue we need to follow up is Guilty's recordings, which were encoded in a way by Barandal. So
we know one's in a head that is now in our autopsy room.
Mm-hmm. I guess I'm just thinking if there's any questions I want to ask. I mean, hypothetically, we could return to Ito, but I want to be I want to get as much out of this shift as I can.
Totally.
So I think that the only other objective I have here, so we have a lead, we need to go to Kytheria.
He said he had a recording for Bill. Could you get that from him?
Okay, that's something for me to grab, and then the other thing I was going to ask is if they had any other information on the Future Planning Committee, on the people who were responsible to this, since he has the information on Barandal doing the encryption to see if he knows anything else here about them that we can use to track them down and pin them down. Back into it. So I think Anna is making notes on her pad. She does take notes longhand, as we've said before. So she's writing in her beautiful script and taking her notes. And she says, I think I'm coming to the end of the questions I have for you at this time, Mr. Ito, but...
Well, I'm not going anywhere.
No, you're not. You mentioned Barandal. You mentioned Mr. Slow. You mentioned a number of these people associated with what we have uncovered is called the Future Planning Committee.
Seriously?
Yes, I am afraid. That is what they call it.
That is the lamest fucking name.
I can't comment. On says this, but On comes from PR, so I think she actually kind of says this like, I couldn't possibly comment. Just kind of
that's what I couldn't possibly say.
Yeah, just is very kind of derisive. Like, she's clearly commenting right now. She says, what else did you know about this group? How were you approached and recruited?
I was recruited by Ren. I was recruited by Arakida. Cat put the team together. The only person that they insisted was there was Arakida and Toro. So I'm guilty.
And so the primary point of contact in your team with this organization would have been Ren. Did you have any contact with them directly? Prior to the current circumstances, of course.
Occasional work.
Outside
I'm very
of
good
your...
at what I do.
Mhm.
No, when we were in the army together. I'm very good at what I do. He was very good at what he does. We work together. It was... Sometimes teams get put together for specific operations, and sometimes they get pulled apart for specific operations. When you're very, very, very good at something, like we all were, you tend to learn who else is really, really good at things. Like, you have co-workers, right?
Yes.
They work in different departments, you know them.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's at the water cooler, and sometimes it's in a country that you're not supposed to be in. Just another day at the office.
On laughs lightly, and she says, similarly, I have an understanding of who I report to. I have an understanding of who they report to. I have an understanding of some of the subcommittees and structures that they're associated with, but not all of it. I wonder if in the course of your quest for this revenge, not justice, you've uncovered anything else of note that we should have to hand about this future planning committee.
I don't know why they did it. Like, I get that there was a recording. I get that they told the opposition forces that we would be there. I don't understand why. Like, this isn't the sort of thing that we would do ourselves. This isn't... The JSTF doesn't do this kind of thing. ECIA would do that.
Okay. I think the last thing she does is she is going to tap something on the table, and it'll kind of open a port and a direct kind of connection. She says, you said you had a recording from Mr. Slow. Would you be willing to surrender that to our evidence that we are gathering on this case?
If you can get me out of this Faraday room, I will. But I need to I need to contact Rena to get it. I can give you the one for me, for Singh, and I can give you the one that I was going to use on Berendal.
I'll take the one from Berendal. I think I'll need to have a conversation with Rena myself.
I'm sure you'll love her.
I love to make new friends.
Oh, okay.
I think that is delivered wholly neutrally, and not in the disparaging way that she delivered the other, but like, it's hard to know who On as a person considers a friend and considers an asset. And so I think it is just a hard statement to read. It's like she could be completely sincere in that way. But yeah, so Rena has the slow recording. Ito has Berendal, and I assume, I mean, if Ito would like to give me Berendal and Singh, that would be great, but I assume we could probably recover Singh from the mush.
Yeah, either way, you have Singh's recording.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I think On will basically direct techs on site who would be monitoring this interrogation to securely receive this file. She is not directly interfacing with this man, but basically she's setting up things so that he can do a transfer. And then just to kind of give him an idea, she's like, for the time being, you will be held by Section 8. We will do everything in our power to, while restraining you for our own peace of mind and for the safety of the public, make you as comfortable as we can. If you need anything, if you have any requests within reason, please let us know, and we will do our best to accommodate them. And then she'll stand from the table, and exit the room to await the file transfer, the Berendal file, and then pour over her notes.
As you're heading out,
yeah,
he calls after you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let him get away with it.
I will do everything in my power not to. And I think that this is a similarly unreadable statement.
Okay, so, good morning. It's day 2.
There's a scene of Rika coming down the stairs in her house, and her husband is cooking breakfast, and her daughter's already eating breakfast at the at the kitchen table. And he's like, "Good morning, honey." And she's like, "Hey, good morning. I gotta run to the office. This case is crazy. And she looks over, and on the screen, there's just a news story about a raid on a Russian crypto farm downtown. And she just reaches down and picks up the remote and changes it to like a morning news program that's about the weather. She's like, "What were you watching?" to her daughter. And then she,
You change it to another program, and it turns out that there's been a fire in one of the office buildings downtown. Apparently there was an electrical incident at a paper company. Whole office is gone.
I think Rika puts a pin in this, says goodbye to her family, takes the piece of toast to go. And I thought about this because, like, obviously, like, with the Russians now aware of who she is, I feel like Rika knows enough about counterintelligence to, like, get on a train not by her house. And so she does the, like, it's not deep counterintel, but she's, like, making moves to, like, keep her personal life away from On specifically, which, like, helps to protect her from the Russian mafia. But I think on the way into the office, she, like, calls up, and she's like, "Hey, Saoirse, just real quick, also, good morning. How was your morning?"
Oh, it was fine.
I hear there's a body waiting for you.
Call.
Oh,
great.
Was it one from On? She called me and left me a voicemail with 3 to-dos.
No, she just does the thing where she just texts me like those big, just essay-long blocks of text detailing exactly what she wants me to do.
Well, you know why that is. She doesn't want to hear Hanako in the background accidentally. She's, still going through it.
Yes, I'm aware.
Yeah.
I have to ask
Count
her
yourself
about that
lucky.
today.
The voicemails aren't any better. Anyway.
Yeah.
I wanted you to, if you could, poke around and check, the data. Last night when I saw Bill Slow at the paper company, there was a little electrical fire, and I thought I had put it out, but long story short, either they burned the operation and relocated, or Bill's dead. And I want you to see if you can tell if Bill is dead. By the way, there was a safe room. Couldn't crack it. So, see if it's still there, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll grab you some of that soba you like on the way in. Your breakfast cold soba.
I do love me some cold soba. Yeah, I'll get right on it, Chief. Don't worry.
I actually no. I don't have that rank anymore.
I'm not saying chief as in rank. I'm saying chief as a convivial equation term for friend or boss or pal or buddy or sport or slick or champ or superstar.
Hey,
right in my
we're
eye.
headed into a tunnel. It sounds like I'm losing connection. Click.
I think that Bruno is like doesn't really shave today. Goes straight to McDonald's, gets like 2 black coffees, and is just kind of like double fisting them because the car drives itself, obviously. So he's just kind of like
question. I have an important question. Did you do the only thing On has asked of you? Did you water the plant? There's only one.
Yes. No, Bruno has taken great care of the house. To be clear. Yes.
All right. Now, double fisting your coffees.
Yeah. He's double fisting his coffees. He's miserable and exhausted. And like he likes to do stuff like the stuff he was doing in the office where it's like, oh, okay, I can like kind of look around at stuff, not have to like do anything with like actual crime. And then on the side, there's lots of opportunity to steal things. The direct confrontation plus the nightmare is really tough, and I think he is really grumpy, and it's really out of nobody. This is like our second day all working together, but it's like still kind of a leering character change for him to just kind of show up with a loose tie and like squinting at everybody.
Yeah, actually, as a matter of fact, I think On probably the moment she sees him just makes a gesture at her throat that's like, tighten up. Just immediately. Just tighten up.
Sulkily does so, like
just
maybe even with like exaggerated like fine.
Okay.
Fine. Double fist coffee. Was it two small coffees or two large coffees? This is important.
It's two large coffees, and On does the thing to tighten the tie, and he like has like an awkward moment where he like is like trading hands, and then like kind of has to put them both down somewhere, and then like it sucks.
Okay, so everyone is back at the office essentially.
Yeah,
we all show up in the morning for morning roll call with On.
Soshi, what were you up to? You were having a hunt for a whole bunch of information.
Yes. First off, for let's see, what are we looking at for the task list? So for Rika, we're doing.
Thank you.
You don't even need to search to find information on Liberty Papers HQ. It is all over the front page of the newspaper for that little part of the Principality. The office has burnt down. It has dealt damage to the floors above it. But thanks to the heroic efforts of the firefighters in Newport City, the fire was contained to mostly that office. It seems like it was just an electrical issue. It was a paper distribution administration center. Weirdly, not that much paper, but it did just kind of go up and just burn. There's nothing in there that suggests there's a iron or like tungsten-clad safe room in the area. You can look at the photographs, and it feels like now that since you know to look for that, it feels like photographs are being taken in a very specific way so they would not show that. It seems that something is being covered up here.
It's crazy.
So that means that there is a chance that we can go back and check out that location again.
There is a chance. It feels like there won't be much. It feels like a literal burn notice was used on this place.
Yeah, because like they're probably going to destroy everything on the inside too. If we find anything there, it'll be like, "Yep, there's a safe room." Then it's like, "Well, okay, great,
wiped clean."
Yeah, it's going to be an empty room. Can I find any information on the current whereabouts of Bill Slow? I assume he's going to be a slippery individual to track down, but
died in the fire.
Yeah, give me a tech use or a security roll.
Tech use.
Yeah, that'll just be tech use. Yeah. You get your attribute as well with it, so you get your other D12.
Right. I'm going to remember that someday.
I believe.
That's fine.
That's a 3. So, no, nothing.
He's just difficult to find.
Okay. He's gone to ground.
The odds are, probably still alive. This is a fire that he started. It makes sense that he would get out.
Not the Bill that I know.
Cold on Bill right now. So, if we find him, we're back to square one and trying to locate him. Righto. Let's switch tracks. And I'm opening up the big list of to-dos on my phone from On.
Yeah, they're mostly to do with the autopsy, so that may be the shift that you do.
Digging through the skull.
Yeah.
Okay.
Though I will say, On has made available, y'all will see this, On has made available the recording of her interrogation of Junpei Ito. So that's now accessible to everyone. It's been uploaded to kind of the central server. There's also one of the things flagged for you will be the file he had for Barandal. So.
Okay. Yeah. After we check out. By the way, while I'm looking up this stuff for Rika, I am listening to the recording of your conversation with Ito because I am a freak and I love multitasking. Listening to it at 1.5 speed.
And in the other ear, the entire Bible in Mandarin.
Yes.
Subway Surfers in the bottom of your optics.
That's how I listen to all podcasts at 1.5 speed. I just don't respect the craft. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that's why I had all these optical implants implanted so I could play Balatro while I do all this. Let's check out that body. Now, obviously, it's going to be in a state. It appears
red velvet in nature.
Yeah. Yes. The subject has experienced impact from a fall from a high place. Can I investigate closer to see whether this was the cause of death or whether there was other sort of cause of death before this? Sure. In addition, have there been tamperings on Are the neural ports intact and have there been tampering? So I know that the brain case is pretty solid, so it's probably intact. Tech check on that. That'd be great as well. Medical aid stuff.
Dr. Grieg is there. Dr. Grieg was around for like the first autopsy, and they're able to help you. So if you want to roll yourself, you can like do a medical aid check, but you'll get advantage with it because he's there. Or you could just like ask him. Like he's able to run an autopsy himself.
Oh, okay. Well, sure. What do we get here? What are we looking at?
Well, I'll tell you this much for nothing. He's got lots of cuts on his arms, and that's not typical with landing and you try and cover yourself up. So he just kind of clattered onto the ground. Lots of attempts to break through a window glass. The force that would be needed for that. So if he jumped out of the building, he didn't land. He didn't do it in a sort of immediate and smooth manner. He really went for making a muckle mess of himself.
Do we have any evidence to see if he jumped himself or was he thrown or pushed?
Well, I can't really tell.
You said
myself.
He had cuts. Okay, you said he had cuts on his arms. So no matter what, the window wasn't broken before he jumped out, ran at it, or was thrown at it from a. And if it's on the arms, then that implies that front of him was thrown. That it's much more likely that he ran towards it rather than was like tossed bodily. Because if he was running towards it, then I feel like you would reflexively. That's a little going out on a limb, but
you were there when it was happening, aye?
I was there, but I was on the ground floor. I wasn't.
But you were in like a you got the computer brain, eh? Do you have like a backup, like a rewind, eh?
Yeah. Let me see if I can access that. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nice one.
3 and a 7.
That's what exists, yeah. You rewind the footage that you have from the security camera, and you see, you know from the body type facing Praveen, you can see that that's Junpei. He's a big guy. He's got the same jacket that he's currently wearing in the interrogation room. You can see that they speak for a moment. You can see that Singh takes a couple of steps backwards, and then he stops. And there's 10 seconds where he stands completely still. And then he turns on the spot and sprints towards the window. He slams into it. It doesn't break. He steps back and slams himself into it again. He slams himself into it several times before the window breaks and he plunges out.
Yep. Okay. So he definitely he got stuck with another video.
He said, "Nope, I'm out."
He had a little minty bee.
Are there any sort of burn marks or contusions on the neural jacks, or was this done wirelessly?
One just like when your other man, Aragaki, when he burnt himself up, same thing.
Cool. And let's see I've already seen recording for Sing, the rock paper scissors one, which I'm thinking of it as we get the.
That wasn't a recording. I'm going to keep.
No, that was a different one. We don't have Sings yet.
We don't have Sings yet. All right,
you have a
plug
video
in and check out.
Seen it yet?
All right, let's check out Sings. Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
I mean, I have one. Let's keep going, baby.
Your heart rate is elevated, and the biological and mimetic readouts are going wild. Gigabytes of data are being saved with every second. There's piles of information, it's all flowing so fast and freely, saved and written to a crystalline data lattice that's been implanted into your brain. It's like you're living the events that you're seeing in front of you. Time flows impossibly fast and saved in agonizing detail. It's after dawn and the sun is rising in the west, meaning that you're facing south. You're out of position and you're on a hillside and you can smell the mulch of leaves and bark underneath you. Your legs are sore and your heart rate is elevated, and you can hear a scream just over the other side of the ridge. The skinny guy drops dead on the spot, or at least you think he does. He screams and hits the ground before bringing his hands up to his belly. He looks down in shock, and then you can hear a gunshot. Just the crack of a bullet fired from so far away that the sound got to you a full second after the round did. You're in a forest, and the next thing you know, you're laying on your front against some hillside that you were climbing up moments ago. The smell of mulched plant life fills your nose, and the sense of fear fills your belly. You shouldn't be there. You hear a scream from the other side of the ridgeline, then you hear a crack from the rifle a few hundred meters away, the bullet travelling faster than the sound once more. Do not stick your head above the line. It's the same voice that called Who's Vertical, the captain of the squad, Ren Arakido. You have a face for him now, late 40s, strong, tough. He looks like he gives a shit, like really gives a shit about the people around him. He'll dog them, he'll berate them, he'll call them out for saying 6'7", he'll call them out for saying other sort of shit that he just doesn't understand or care about. He'll berate them, but if you cross them, he will fuck up your entire world. You hear the voice that called guilty say, They're fucking shooting his limbs off! I fucking know. Another scream, another crack of gunfire. Long shot, it ain't right. The fuck do you want me to do about it, kid? Everyone's dead except you, me, and Wire. You want to run. It's alright. It's Wire, it's Junpei, it's the man from the assassinations. Got an idea. This mission's been fucked from the start, right? We get out of here and we'll get some way to get back at them. Fuck all of them. You need to run. The three of you stand and run down the hillside. Longshot screams in the distance. The sound of him begging never leaves you, even as you run so far and so fast as you try and flee from it. You need to run. You need to run. You run. You now know why Praveen Singh ran.
Oh my god, it's their deaths. This is so cool. I can't wait until we collect all of them.
Collect all the
Jesus
dead.
fucking Christ.
I mean, you have Berendal's one as well.
Are you just like locked in, just watching these horror films and parsing them for us?
Can someone else please watch this other one for me? This has been a while.
Like someone else is in the room. Like,
yeah. I mean, Rika would do it. Rika'd be down. She's like, I've seen war.
Okay.
Sure. Rika,
could you take this? This is a lot.
I need to go hug a dog.
She plugs the. She takes the cord and plugs it in. She's like, "Come on, Doc.
That.
It's not that bad."
You can tell down to the gram how much the rifle weighs in your hand. 3,150 grams. The feeling of sweat on your fingers as you grip the handle, the scent of gun oil plays on the edge of your olfactory senses, the bright flash of light in the barrel and the kick in your shoulder, the sound of brass casing ejecting and moving past your ear. The cold night air against your skin and the soft green hue of your optical implants gives everything a gently sickly feeling. You turn sharp and lean against the brick wall, your thumb moving to release the latch that holds the magazine in place. You can hear the exact sounds of everything sliding out and hitting the floor. 3,050 grams. You reach for the front of your armor and pull out one of the curved magazines on the front. It's your second to last one and has 30 shots in it. You drive it up into the rifle's receiver and pull on the slide with 600 newtons of force. 3,480 grams. You swing back round from behind the wall and pull the trigger. 3,668 grams. 3,659 grams. The kick in your shoulder. 41.37 foot-pounds of force per recoil. Snaps at you every time you do it. Adrenaline flows in with each lungful of air. You realise that your left hand hasn't been supporting the handguard, but has instead been pulling at someone's collar, dragging them around the building to safety. You recognise the uniform of the people in the distance shooting at you. They're from the NKVA. What the fuck are soldiers from Japan doing in North Korea? The man that you're dragging around the cover, with your eyes so far removed from the matter at hand, is obviously deceased. He's wearing an outfit that's not like your own. It appears to have more augmentations. His arms and legs are heavily modified with some kind of infiltration setup. You hear a voice. It's the captain, Ren. Guilty, get back in cover! You hear a shot over in the distance. The person that identified them as Longshot. Fuck me, there's a lot of them out there. The thunderous sound of a rifle firing comes through the radio and then again through the air a moment later. One less now, though. Someone tipped them off. Someone goddamn told them we were going to be there. Another single rifle round, and far in the distance, more threads are cut. It's like it's being burned into your memories. Guilty must have just the wildest and most sharp senses to be able to record all of this. Cat wheels around next to you and kneels down, shooting his rifle against the oncoming assault. The sniper rifle in the distance fires again, Longshot living up to his name. Oh, fuck, Sneak's dead, Doc's fucking dead. Spectre, get that machine gun braced on the wall. On it, from over the radio. nice and far away to provide arcing cover fire from a diagonal line. These guys know what they're doing. It's the kind of shit that you wish that you were doing sometimes. Massively outnumbered by an opposing force that the next thing you're aware of is the thunderous sound of 700 rounds a minute being fired. You hear a rocket in the distance being launched. You hear a high-pitched whine as some of the upper reaches of your hearing is just eliminated. Spectre's gone as the wall explodes. The wall he braced the machine gun is also gone. Not damaged, just gone. This is a nightmare. This is fear. What's interesting is the first recording inspired rage. The second recording inspired terror to make someone leave. And this recording about fight rather than flight. Someone's recorded data of the most extreme situation and the most extreme emotional reaction, and they've gathered it with the most absurd detail. The recording ends.
Rika unplugs it and looks over, and she's like, "Who was this meant for?"
This was for it was Barandal,
Yeah.
right? Barandal, yeah. Barandal. Yeah.
Hey,
Seems
in any of these guys, you seen a crystal in their brain? Or was that just guilty?
no, we haven't seen any crystals in skulls or anything like that, no.
So we got rage, terror, and fight. What do you think the fourth emotion is going to be?
Fear. Still got the sorrow and the joy.
I
in
was
the
just
end
going
get
to say, I think it's
guess,
actually
so.
going to be the end.
No, we'll just wait a week.
Oh, one last question. How many grams is your pistol right now, Doc?
I didn't fire any bullets at Ito. It's the same weight it's always been. I don't know how heavy that is. That is not my job. I don't think I even have it on me right now. I'm doing work inside of a dead body. What's he gonna do? Get up and shoot me again?
Yeah, you're really cut out for this work, huh?
Yes, I'm really cut out for the work that doesn't involve gunplay and stuff. I am nerd. I love living in nerd hell. It's great here. It's where I'm posting from.
That's great.
Posting from
We are
Nerd Hell.
posting from Nerd Hell.
Pop onto the group chat, update them on what we found and the feelings associated with them and what we think's going on.
On makes a passive-aggressive note on the fact that you handed off the Barandal recording to Rika, and it's just a little note informing you about the Section 8's new healthcare trauma and wellness benefit, since you seem to maybe not be able to handle your work.
Thanks. Can we get a word sometime whenever you're not busy? Don't worry about it. If
We
I
gotta
can't
solve this
get to
murder.
it today, don't worry about it. We kind of got a murder to solve. Don't sweat it. Just if you have a minute, don't worry about it though.
So Bill's in the win. Who's dead? We have June. And Barandal? Who are the people who are alive that we need to protect from the killer?
Oh my god, the killer.
The killer.
Dr. May is obviously going to be a target, so we need to get her in protective custody.
Yeah, Aragaki, Singh, and Singh are both dead. Barandao still alive. Also alive, possibly, is Bill Slow, and then we have Mei Kuranaga. So I'd say Barandao and Kuranaga are going to be the best bets to go with next. They're probably next on the list.
Boss, I'll take the doc.
Okay. Anna is looking over the divisions here. She's like, I'm all right with engaging in this way, though, of course, use discretion. Take care. Anyone else who is going to approach one of the members of the future planning committee, please see me about a modified loadout before you take this on. I would not like to see a repeat of the situation you found yourselves in yesterday. And that's on basically saying, like, I think the thing is, like, if we want to use different gear, we have to, like, request it. On will also, like, help if we need to make special requests, basically, is what she's extending there. So if anybody else wants to do a confrontation, you'll probably want to gear up, and On will help.
Okay.
I do think On indicates, I think she just flags a section of the video. She flags a section of the video where Junpei was like, you need to go to, was it Kytheria? You need to go to Kytheria and talk to Junpei. about Rina, and she flags that, and she indicates that she is interested in following up on that. Yeah, that's
You're able to find that.
Yeah.
Kytheria is a internet cafe in Soka Village.
Okay.
So that's
Makes
one
sense.
of the villages that you went through.
When we drove
down
out to see
Fishing
the
Village.
After the
Yep.
after the anti-Kythera mechanism, I suppose.
Yep.
No, actually, Kytheria
Oh.
is the island that I think the Venus in mythology comes from.
Actually, Kytheria is
Yeah,
the primary antagonist of Gideon the Ninth, so anyway.
Oh, wow.
And words can only be one thing. Everybody knows.
But yeah, and I think that maybe on indicating that this is her priority is a little bit strange, because our job functionally at this point is to try to protect the remaining members of the future planning committee, and she has set that aside completely to follow up a lead. But she is going to justify that as Rina is in the wind and seems to be the element that we need to neutralize. So that's why she wants to focus there. Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
What do you want to do, Bruno?
Okay, so we should. What are the things that we need to do that have not been that we haven't aimed somebody at?
We need to secure Barandal.
Yeah, and Barandal is the person. Barandal did the encryption on whatever this stream was that Guilty was doing, so that may be a person.
Do we have any idea where to find him yet, or do I start with that?
May need to
I don't
start
think we
with that.
do.
I don't remember.
I don't think we do. I think we don't have a clue on that one. Okay, I'll Google.
It might be worth if you're going to confront. If you're going to see you can find Rina. If you're going to go to Kytheria, grouping up.
Yeah, no, I don't think we're going to see Rina. Oh, yeah. Wait, is that where Rina is?
Well, that's where I was told to go to ask about her, to ask Hanbei about Rina. That's the person that Junpei used their ID for something. So we should have that on record.
Hanbei is not the captain. Hanbei is younger than the captain, shares the same last name, you can reasonably assume child of.
Yeah, the son.
Yeah, younger brother or kid, yeah. So we've got to ask.
They had their ID used to get into the building because they're just like a Deliveroo guy.
Okay. We all know Deliveroo. Okay. Your call, boss. You're the captain.
I would say, this hurts. This hurts. I think Rika and Bruno should follow up on the other members of the future planning committee, whether that's Barandal or the other person that Rika was planning to secure.
We can pick up she's a public figure, and secure her before we move for Barandal.
Yeah, I was thinking about maybe. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and I think On and Saoirse need to get in the car and go to the internet cafe. Oh, a fun drive awaits us.
Yeah, no, that's
the thing about
that is actually the right suggestion.
And two great people to go have a fight too.
Thing about cars is they're really kind of like prison cells on wheels. You can't escape them unless you're willing to jump out and roll.
At least my prison cell's pretty. Yeah, so I think if everybody's good with that, that would be the division that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I do have the tech skill, and you have the silver tongue. So yeah, it makes sense.
Cool. That's the division. Bruno, are you driving, or is your car driving?
The car's driving.
Does Rika also double fist a drink? How does this work?
I gotta hold my 3 or 4 cans of delicious prime energy.
Yeah, by the time we're out on out in the field, I have graduated from coffee to Cyber Red Bull or whatever.
You're about to say whiskey.
Well,
Rika's on the first of 2 Sapporos to get her going.
It is 10 a.m. Do not start drinking whiskey.
I have the cup holders widened in my car so I can fit more highballs.
I can process it and become sober instantly. It's fine.
Honestly, kind of person who would have a wine glass holder in her car. Anyway.
We head out.
These things. They are cars.
Well, yeah, but they can drive themselves.
Well, okay. Fun fact. When he was younger, my dad built a carpeted secret compartment into the bottom of his Ford Pinto so he could hide wine bottles.
Not the Ford Pinto.
Yeah, for real.
Oh my god. Well, On's not
Baltimore
there yet.
ingenuity, baby.
Oh, I can frame this real quick. So we load into the Mazda because there's no way in fuck into the MX-5. There's no way in fuck that On is getting in Saoirse's car. That's just not happening. On doesn't even want to touch it. Wordlessly, she pulls this up, and I think the entire drive down is utter silence unless it's about work. So there's nothing to do, but
This is fine. I have to look into this anyways. Why don't I do a quick could I do a quick analysis of what that signal was to see if we can figure out if it was trying to tell us something and if we were decoding anything? Let me do a quick tech check. Oof, that's a 4 or 1 and 3. Yeah, link push takes some stress.
It's that or talk to your boss.
Did I heal stress from what I took off of my shift?
Unless you are having a
Brian.
horrific nightmare, yeah.
That's like significantly better. There's a 12. That is 2 successes. You are able to analyze it. It is an old-style analog broadcast, and you're able to run it through some really old-school communications bullshit. And you are given a number, 4 digits long, 2501.